All right, guys, my bad. I'm starting a little bit late. Uh, Let me get everything set up now. Tesla, man, very volatile this morning, all the way up to almost 180s, though, man. What's happening with Tesla today? Because, man, that thing is up. Apple is down big, too. I might buy that dip if it looks weak enough. SPY gapping down pretty big, all the way down to 402s. What I miss, man? What I miss? Nobody tell me about the Bengals loss yesterday. I don't want to hear it. I don't even want to hear it, man. Nobody even mentioned the Bengals. I don't even want to hear it. All right. Let me get some music going here. Hold on one second. All right, there you go. Honestly, the whole game was suspect, man, for sure, 100%. I'm not even gonna lie. You know, like honestly, that's how the NFL controls games. Mahomes is the bigger market cap, bro. Mahomes, the Chiefs, man. You know, the Chiefs and Mahomes have more hype behind them, and so that's who they want to go to the Super Bowl. Burrow just went last year, so like, you know, just disappointing, but it's all right. You know. I got something in my eye. All right, there we go. Oh man, get out of here, Jack. Let me cry in sorrow. You know. Yeah. No, it's all good. I want Mahomes to win. I don't want Mahomes to win. I want Jalen Hurts to win. Okay, if Jalen Hurts doesn't win this Super Bowl, I'm gonna be disappointed. You know, screw Mahomes, bro. Mahomes and his brother can get out of here. You know, yeah. SoFi earnings this morning, man. SoFi earnings this morning. They drop in about 30 minutes or so. Expectations for SoFi are for 8-cent loss per share on revenue of 426.03 million for SoFi this morning. We can put SoFi up. Tesla going absolutely crazy right now. SoFi up to 630s, gapping up in pre-market ahead of it. Hey, nice elevate. Thank you, man. Yeah, pawn. Disappointing, man. But it's all right. Like I said, Joe's good, man. Joe's made it to, you know, no offense to the Bengals. I like the Bengals, but I'm really rooting for Joe. You know, I'm really rooting for Joe Burrow, man. That's I mean, I like the Bengals and all, but like if my Saints weren't losing so bad, you know, I'm not saying I wouldn't care about the Bengals if Joe Burrow wasn't on them, but like, you know, I don't think I'd watch them. I guess I'd like the Bengals to win. You know, I root for the underdogs here. I guess I'd like for them to win. Anyways, Spy, break it down here. Is there any reason for this? Like, what's the cause of this drop in market activity this morning? You know, you can see a lot of stuff gapping down over the weekend. What happened? Yeah, we're gonna do a poll. Yeah, go Tigers. That's right. Spain PCE coming in. Yeah. This is gonna be a big week, man. To be honest, here, this is gonna be a big week this week, man. It's gonna be a big week for sure. A lot of stuff happening this week. There's a lot of stuff happening. We should hit 98K today. You know, and like we're growing fast, man. Like we're growing very fast, man. I mean, if you look at this, we're growing by over 3,000 subs a month right now. We're probably growing by about 3,300 subs a month right now, which is great. You know, that's great. That's I'm very happy with that. You know, there was a time with this channel where we weren't growing fast, man. Like I'm not gonna say the channel was lost, but like after AMC, man, like we covered AMC, and then I think I've told you guys before a lot of different times that like we covered AMC, but then we were honest about it, and we were like, hey, this doesn't look like some crazy squeeze to 100K. You know, if I was in it from the couple dollars, I would probably take some profit. And right when I said that, everybody got mad. And even though in hindsight, I mean, when you look at AMC here, AMC's at $5 now, you know, so like that thought process that I had was absolutely right. A lot of the AMC crowd just didn't watch my streams, you know, and you know, in the end, the channel kind of, you know, we stopped getting as many views after that, you know, so we had the big crazy numbers in like 2021 from AMC and GameStop squeeze and all that stuff, and then we stopped covering it as much, and we lost some views. And so there was a point where we were only hitting like 400 subs a month, you know, 500 subs a month, you know, very low. And so to go 10x that in a couple months is great. You know, I'm super happy about it. Yeah, it's not really big stuff. Yeah, I'm not really mad at you, Mads. You know, I'm not really one like, you know, I understand there's gonna be two sides of every stock, bro. Like there's gonna be some people who love specific stocks, some people that hate specific stocks. There's gonna be some people that buy them, some people that short them, and that's just the nature of the market. I can't get mad at anybody taking the opposing side of a trade on anything I'm in, and I'm in AMC, but like I get it, man. You know, I'm not mad at that. Do whatever you want, man. You know, right. I mean, I think it's a risky short. I'll be honest. I think it's a risky short, to be honest here. And the reason I think it's risky is, and I'm not even saying it has a high likelihood of going up, because I still like, I don't know. But I think in the small chance it does go up, it might go up big, and that might, and so I don't know if the risk reward is necessarily good for shorts in AMC, to be honest. I think that if it does make a parabolic squeeze, and when I say parabolic, I mean if it does squeeze to like 30 or 40, which is, I think is possible. I think it's risky for shorts, just in terms of a risk reward standpoint. But you know, it's all good, man. Maybe I'm wrong. I could very easily be wrong, bro. SoFi at 620s. So SoFi ripping up today again. Earnings dropped today for SoFi. We'll put these numbers up. We're going to be covering those today. That's kind of the bigger thing that we're covering this morning is SoFi earnings. Nothing else really after that. I guess I can stream the earnings call for SoFi. It's the Fed rate hike week, man. So it's a big week for market activity. Chat GPT $45 a month. What the heck? Honestly, I think that's fine, bro. I think for the of course they're gonna charge, dude. Listen, they have grown faster than anything else, bro, with Chat GPT, faster than anything else, dude. Like, they got to 1 million users within a couple weeks, bro. They are going to charge for that. $45 a month. As long as they don't slap like a $200 price tag on Chat GPT, I'm okay with it. And as long as it can support it without glitching out, I'm cool with that, you know. Oh yeah, I bet Mads. It's all good, bro. Like I said, I'm not arguing that there's some money to make on the way down for sure. You know, I just think for me personally, like right here, the risk reward's just a little bit too high for me, or the risk versus reward's just a little bit too high for me. Yeah. What's up, Layla, Clinton, Beach, Mads, Hugh, Kevin, Gia. Yeah, man, Tesla all the way back up to almost 200. Yeah, we're gonna do a poll right now. The poll is gonna be, what is the rate hike decision gonna come in at? I think that's a good poll. All right, so we're gonna start at 75 basis points, 50 basis points, 25 basis points, 0 basis points. Vote on that poll. There's the poll going on right now. What's up, Ricky, Clinton? Yeah, all good, man. Yeah, right now it's not the time to add up heavy. Need a breakout for the shelf. It's at right now. Confirmation bias, agree there. Yeah, for sure. I don't even know if it's gonna be from like a squeeze. I don't even know if it's gonna be like a short squeeze. I think it could just be from supporters buying it up. You know, a lot of the time it doesn't squeeze like that. Like the short float's not crazy high. All right, guys. Bro, I went to the golf range. I went to the golf range, bro. I'd never hit a golf ball in my life. You know, never ever in my life had I hit a golf ball. Bro, I hit a golf ball the other day, and it was genuinely fun, man. I hit a golf ball the other day. It was genuinely fun, man. And because I played baseball when I was younger, I think I'm kind of good at hitting golf balls, man. Maybe I'm just, you know. Oh, man, the volume's too loud. My bad. Okay, it does. Let me put it on full screen. Yeah, check it out. Look. It was fun hitting golf balls, man. Like, look. It was fun hitting golf balls. That one was all right. But second time I ever hit golf balls in my life. It was fun, though. You know? I might go back and hit more golf balls. I was always the person that made fun of golfers. I'm not even going to lie. I was always the person that made fun of golfers. But now I kind of understand it. Oh, I played miniature golf. I'm talking about like driving a golf ball. I've never done it before. You know, I played putt-putt golf, you know. Yeah. I played putt-putt golf before, but I've never, that video was the second time I ever drove a golf ball ever, you know. Yeah. Yeah, definitely third best golfer in the world right now. Did you see that last drive, man? Definitely third best ever in the world, for sure. Top 3. SoFi, man. SoFi coming out with earnings today. Yeah, honestly, it was fun, man. I had fun. My problem with golf is as that video probably showed, is that I swing at it like a baseball. I can't help it. I swing at it like a baseball. You know? And so when I swing at it, the ball ends up like curving a little bit. Like the first swing, if you saw it, the ball ended up curving. The second swing, I got it. You know? Yeah, what's dragging the market down here, man? Did I miss something Friday? How'd the market go Friday, man? I'm looking back on it. Hold on one second. Yeah, this is a big week, man. This is going to be a week that I think a lot of people are going to be playing options on. I think there's going to be a lot of option activity. There's going to be a lot of people just playing different things this week because of this is one of the biggest weeks we have in market activity for sure. It looks like it was a good thing I got out of Microsoft too, because I cut Microsoft yesterday or Friday, I think. Maybe it was Thursday, and it looks like it was the right move because I cut it, and yeah. But yeah, SoFi earnings today. All right, so SoFi analysts estimate that SoFi will report an earnings per share of minus 9 cents per share. Minus 9 cents per share. We'll put this up so you guys can see it. There is that data, 9 cents a share. I'm looking the rest of this stuff up now. Hold on one second. Analyst ratings. Oppenheimer trims price target to $6 from $7. Maintains outperform rating on SoFi. All right. When are you gonna be number 2 or 1 on anything? You're stalling at number 3. Listen, man, I could probably take the crown and everything I ever accomplish ever and everything I ever tried to do. Okay, you know, I let people have the number 1 and 2 spot out of like, you know, out of humility, I guess. You know what I mean? It's like when you're this good at everything, you know, you got to just let people have the number 1 and 2 spot so you don't outshine them too much. You don't hurt them, you know? So, I mean, that's why. Tesla started to bounce back up. Why is Tesla up so much? What happened to Tesla on Friday? What happened to Tesla on Friday? But yeah, it's a big week. Just to put this into perspective, guys, to put everything into perspective, this week we have SoFi earnings today. Later on this week, so after today, we've got a lot of stuff happening too. Hold on, let's talk about it. All right, so nothing really going on today from a economical data perspective here. Tuesday, we got manufacturing PMI, services PMI. We got composite PMI in England. So Tuesday we've got PMI in the morning. And then in the evening, let me see. Oh, we got Royal Phillips today. And then tomorrow, we've got UPS, GM, Exxon, Pfizer, McDonald's, Spotify, Caterpillar, Marathon, Philips, Kirby. And then in the evening, we got AMD, Snapchat, EA, Amgen, Match Group. And we're going to be streaming probably Snapchat is what we're probably going to be streaming tomorrow. Probably Snapchat. We can do AMD, I guess. I think we've done AMD before, but we're probably going to be doing Snapchat. And then Wednesday, in terms of economical data, I don't know if we have anything Wednesday. Let me see. I know we have the rate hike decision in the evening, but in the morning, we don't really have much going down. We've got the Canadian bank rate hike decision in the morning on Wednesday. Crude oil inventories Wednesday morning, a little bit later. And that's really it. And then we got the rate hike decision Wednesday evening. But Wednesday, in terms of specific earnings here, we got Waste Management, T-Mobile, Peloton, Altria, Humana, Enterprise, Thermo Fisher, Novartis, Otis, Boston Scientific in the morning. We got Meta, McKesson, Align. So what we might have to do is like just in terms of the overall schedule Wednesday, we might have to SoFi drops their earnings in about 17 minutes, guys. 17 minutes. We are going to cover that as soon as it comes out, so be ready. And then when's the earnings call for SoFi? I'm going to ask ChatGPT. All right, so basically, but yeah, what we might have to do is we're going to cover the rate hike decision. We're going to cover all that stuff. And then after that, we're just going to round everybody to Meta earnings, because then Meta earnings are Wednesday evening that we can cover, you know. Okay, so Pawn's updating me here. He said the biggest mover for Tesla last week was Thursday and Friday is a 30-day mark from those that sold Tesla in December for tax loss harvesting to get back into the stock after the holding period. Okay, got you. So yeah, they covered it and then entered back in once they can write off the losses for last year. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, so interesting. We're dumping because of Germany, lower than expected GDP. Yeah, this might be the most volatile week we have all year. Just to put this into perspective, guys, again, like we're going to cover this. We've got big earnings. So this is the biggest earnings week of the quarter for sure. Specifically, we've got Google, Amazon, Apple, Meta, Snapchat earnings all this week. You know, we've got the Fed rate hike decision, which is one of the biggest catalysts over a 6-month period. That is on Wednesday, as well as the Jerome Powell press conference that accompanies that. So that's big. That all stuff happens on Wednesday. And then aside from that, we've got jobless claims. And then I think Friday, we've got something else too. Let me make sure. I think Friday we have, let me see, Thursday. Yeah, Thursday we got jobless claims. Or no, I'm looking at the wrong thing, man. I'm looking at the wrong date, bro. Bloomberg. Come on now, Bloomberg. All right, anyways, let's go back now. Maybe I was looking at the wrong day. Let me see. So this morning we got Canadian GDP, German CPI, CB consumer confidence is today too, man. I didn't even see it. Oh no, that's Tuesday. Okay, we don't really have anything for this morning. Sorry. So tomorrow we've got yeah. So tomorrow we've got German CPI. And we've got Canadian GDP tomorrow. We've got CB consumer confidence tomorrow that we can cover. Wednesday, we got ISM manufacturing PMI in the morning, crude oil inventories, and the JOLTS job report in the morning as well. So we got some stuff tomorrow too. Thursday, or we got some stuff Wednesday too. Thursday, we got jobless claims, non-farm productivity. ECB's got a press conference in the morning that we could cover, I guess. And then Friday we got, let me see. Yeah, Friday we got non-farm payroll numbers, which is a big catalyst too. So we got a lot of stuff happening Friday, as well as unemployment. Oh, we got unemployment and non-farm payrolls Friday. So yeah, Friday will be big, one of the bigger economic days of the week. So yeah, man, it's a big week, bro. We got jobless claims Thursday. We've got jobless claims Thursday, non-farm productivity. We got building permits. We've got ECB doing a press conference. We got the Bank of England rate hike decision. They're expecting 50 basis points for the Bank of England rate hikes. And then we got a bunch of earnings. Again, Google, Amazon, Apple, so forth. So we got a lot of them. Meta, Snapchat, EA, GM, McDonald's, a lot of big earnings this week. Will move markets for sure. And then we got the rate hike decision. And then we got Thursday, jobless claims and non-farm productivity. And then Friday, we got unemployment and non-farm payroll data. So it's a big week. We got a lot of stuff happening, and it's going to move markets for sure. And so it'll be interesting to see what happens. Sofi drops their earnings. They're scheduled to drop their earnings for Sofi at 7 a.m. So in about 12 minutes, we should have that earnings report. Yeah, Meta earnings. I don't know, Master. I was thinking it would be 50 basis points. I thought that them expecting a 25 basis point rate hike was a little bit low, man. I thought we were going to do higher than that, to be honest. So the actual SoFi call is at 8 a.m. and we can stream that. I mean, we'll stream it. I thought, man, people are voting for the Fed to do 75. Do you all pay attention to this 99% probability of 25? Yeah, I see that's what they're expecting. I hope they do 25. I'll put it that way. Yeah, I don't think he's ever going to go higher than 50. That would be too much of a kick in the teeth for everybody, man. I think it's either going to be 50 or 25 for sure. Yeah, there's no way they're going 75 basis points. Yeah, so the big, if 25 is such a sure thing, then what's really going to move markets is going to be the press conference from Jerome Powell. What he says. Yeah, I think a lot of people expected over 25 just based off of what Powell said. Back in that bag again. Whoa, yeah. That dude sounds like Jack Harlow. For a while, I was like, oh no. If 25 basis points, I mean, if it's what's expected, it's not going to mean much. If it's already what they're expecting, it doesn't mean much. What's going to matter the most is what. I mean, it's good. If they do 25, it's better than 50, obviously. But if it's already what's widely expected, then it's not going to be that big of a deal. What really matters the most here is what Jerome Powell says. What he says regarding future rate hikes and the Fed's overall plan for them. That's what's gonna influence everything the most. SoFi up to 630s here. Will it continue to move up? Let me know, guys. Yeah, Tesla flying up here, guys. But yeah, we got about 5 minutes or about 9 minutes until SoFi numbers come out. Again, SoFi is expecting 9-cent loss per share on revenue of 426 million. So we'll see if we show that or not. He's got to stay hawkish to stay face. Yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. I think we got to look at what he said before. I think that matters a lot based off of what he said before, because I think that what surprised a lot of people is Jerome Powell saying, "Yeah, we're going to sustain rate hikes. We're going to keep doing them. We're going to keep pushing them," and then them going all the way down to 25. I think a lot of people thought that they would sustain 50 basis points for a while. Like personally, myself, I thought they would do 50 basis points up until like up until like late spring, like March, April, June, and then they would pivot to 25, and then eventually go to 0 this year. But yeah. AMC up there, SoFi at 630s. Remember, guys, we got SoFi earnings dropping in about 8 minutes, 7 minutes. All right, guys. SoFi at 630s here. AMC at 538s. We got Tesla at 175.50s. Almost 300 people here. Looking at our voting numbers here, 48% of people think 25, 40% say 50, 10% say 75, 3% say 0. I don't think we're going to do 0, but I think we have a higher chance of doing 0 than 75. For sure. Don't say rip too much. Yeah. No, Tesla's at 175.85 right now. They ripped up big yesterday. Sorry, I said it. Tesla went up last week from Tesla was at about 135 on the 23rd. They had one green day, 2 green days, 3, 4, 5. They had 5 green days in a row. They tapped 180 on Friday. They're at 175, almost 176s right now. SoFi numbers should drop in about 5 minutes. Alibaba down 6%. Yeah, SoFi earnings drop at 7. So in about 4 minutes, less than 4 minutes. My eyes are feeling much better here, but we'll see how they go today. I'm trying to get off the prednisone eye drops, man. I've been on those eye drops for... Somebody said that like their monitor was going out and it was making them feel like their eyes hurt. How is that the case though? Like, how can I even tell that? You know what I mean? Like, my monitors all look fine. I've got the night light on, which I think helps. Hey, what's up, Tyler? Hey, what's up, Beach? Y'all go check out Beach Bum's channel if you like swing trading, man. Beach Bum's got some great content for swing trading. Kind of a dedicated swing trading channel Beach Bum has. Really solid at swing trading. Here's the link. Check it out. Hey, man, your views are getting a little bit better, Beach. I see you, man. Nice work, man. But yeah, y'all check out Beach Bum's channel. There's his link right there in chat. All right, guys. SoFi earnings coming out pretty soon here, guys. SoFi earnings dropping pretty soon. Get ready. We got multiple different platforms up to watch these. All right, guys. SoFi earnings. Less than a minute. Less than a minute. They're scheduled to come out. Less than a minute, guys. All right, guys. Here they go. We got multiple platforms up here looking to figure out what SoFi earnings come out as. It should be dropping anytime now. Let me know what you guys think. SoFi sitting at 627. Expectations are for 9-cent loss per share on 426 million in sales revenue is what the expectational numbers are. They're scheduled for 7. We'll see if they actually show up at 7 though. Back in that bag again. Whoa, yeah. Hey. All right, so SoFi just dropped their numbers out. So SoFi numbers are out this morning. Let's look. SoFi fourth quarter adjusted EBITDA of 70 million, up 15.3 times, up 58% sequentially. Fourth quarter 40 million GAAP net loss, improved 64% year over year. They did announce guidance as well. Bear with me. We're going to cover all this stuff for SoFi, but SoFi numbers are out there, reacting positively to it so far, at least. Let me dig a little bit, see if we can find the actual numbers here dropping. Hold on, bear with me. All right, total revenue was 456.67. 456.67. It looks like that was better than expected. A 5-cent loss per share, I think, is what happened. I think it's 5-cent loss per share on 456.69 million in sales revenue. So from what I see, those are better than expected here. Waiting for guidance right now, but from what I'm seeing, those were all better than expected. Yeah, 5-cent loss per share, fourth quarter loss of 40 million. So I was right. So yeah, they did better than expected on both metrics. A smaller loss than initially expected here. and higher sales revenue than initially expected here. We're looking at guidance numbers as well. I'm looking for guidance numbers too. All right, so they said our continued strong growth and significant improvement in GAAP net income margin position us very well in 23 for another year of significant revenue and EBITDA growth, and for research in GAAP and net income profitability in fourth quarter. So yeah. So far so good, better than expected for those metrics. I'm waiting to see if I can find the guidance numbers, but yeah, so far better than expected, and Sofi is ripping up on this. Bear with me, guys. We're going to cover all of it. 40 million. Fourth quarter loss was 40 mil. All right, so member growth, new product additions of over 695,000 in the fourth quarter brought total products to nearly 7.9 million at year end, up 53% from 5.2 million at the prior year end. In financial services, total products increased 60% to 6.6 million from 4.1 million in the fourth quarter of 21. Sofi Money grew 53% year over year to 2.2 million products. Sofi Invest grew 35% year over year to 2.2 million products. Lending products are up 24%. Tech platform enabled accounts increased 31% year over year to 130.7 million due to both diverse new client additions and growth amongst existing clients. So we'll put some of these data up on the screen here. Yeah, so you can put this up on the screen. Yeah, so far it's up to 635s here, so it is reacting positively. They did our EPS and sales revenue beat. I'm looking for guidance numbers. I don't really see them. I'm reading the floor. It said guidance, but then it didn't actually show guidance when I read the actual earnings report. So it said guidance, but it didn't actually show the guidance. So bear with me. All right, here goes. So SoFi sees 23 adjusted net revenue of 1.925 billion to 2 billion. They see first quarter adjusted. Here's the guidance numbers in chat right here. Here's the guidance numbers in chat right there. We're putting these numbers up in chat. They think they're going to be profitable by the fourth quarter of 23. We got about a year, but still, they're projecting profitability by the end of this year. SPY cracked over 402, broke all the way down to 401.40. Lucid up to 40. Man, what is going on with Lucid this morning, man? Whoa. Lucid ripping up here, man. Wow. What is going on with this? Wow. Yeah, man, Lucid's flying up here. Is it a short squeeze? What is this? Yeah, it looks like a squeeze. So the rumor on Lucid, the reason it's flying up is because an unconfirmed rumor that the company could be acquired. And I think that's the best case scenario for a lot of these is like buyouts, you know. I think a lot of these companies are going to struggle as standalone automobile companies, but I think the best case scenario for a lot of them are buyouts, and I think buyouts can be, great for them. I think they could, they could be great. Yeah. So, Lucid going, man. This went up 45% on Friday. Yeah, speculation on a buyout for sure. Yeah. All right, guys. So Lucid's starting to go up. SoFi's starting to move up too. Look at Lucid up to 14.1. SoFi posted pretty good numbers here. They dropped okay numbers. Better than expected EPS, better than expected sales revenue guidance. That was, I guess, positive. Yeah, and a lot of people speculate that like Elon is the richest man in the world, or the latest one is Bernard Arnault. They're not even close to the richest people in the world. Not even close. All right, 1430s for Lucid, 1430s. SPY at 402s. No, he's not either. EXO. All right, look at Lucid at 1430s. Yeah, SoFi flying up. It's at 640s right now. 640s. Looks good. Yeah, Lucid with a crazy big squeeze here, man. Jeez, man. All right, guys. So we are starting to pump up. Yeah, Lucid going absolutely crazy. Let me look at the float of Lucid here. All right, so Lucid actually is a short squeeze, man. It's got a very high short float. So the Lucid short float is actually pretty high up there, man. Let's see if it continues, but Lucid's getting there. Yeah, for sure. That's who I was thinking of, Mr. Sub. All right, still testing highs for Lucid here, flying up. SoFi rip it up too. All right, guys, look at Sofi breaking highs here up to 450s right now. Lucid just tapped over highs at 1470s right now, man. Wow. It's flying, dude. That's crazy. Look at Lucid. It's going, man. Again, guys, we'll see if we continue this, but Lucid flying up. Potential short squeeze here. Genuine potential short squeeze. I mean, the short float's like 30% for Lucid, which is interesting here. Now, we'll see if it actually happens. You know, there's no guarantee that it's going to happen. All right, so we're starting to creep up. Sofi up big here. Up to 650s. Hey, what's up, Chris? Good morning, bro. Hope you're doing good, man. Yeah, man. I think AI is the next big front, man. Y'all want to make money in long term, like y'all want growth stocks. I think AI is the next big landscape, man, for that type of stuff. I think it's like the internet. It's like retail sales in the internet years ago, 20 years ago. AI is becoming increasingly powerful. As a programmer myself, you know, again, it is a very powerful thing. People underestimate the use of it, but like to be honest here, this thing is so useful right now, and it's just going to get better. And so over time, it's going to get better. Personally, I'm probably going to start looking for AI stocks to buy up. You know, Chat GPT's already out. Microsoft might be a wise investment if they're acquiring Chat GPT. You know, but AI is huge. You know, and again, don't underestimate the value of Chat GPT. All right, so we're moving here. Palantir, big AI stock. You can literally ask it to write code for you now. 100%. Yeah, you could ask it, like, watch. Y'all want to see something cool? Like, I was playing around with this morning. But, like, watch this. Watch how crazy powerful this thing is, man. Hold on. Let me get this to work. Bear with me for a second. Yeah, like, watch this. All right. Write me a React script. Write me a React script that creates a class that turns background green. Hold on. All right, bear with me, guys. I'm gonna have to reset it. As long as it works. There we go. Yeah, let me delete this old one real quick. I asked it for SoFi earnings this morning, too. Or whatever. All right, here, let's try it again. Write me a React script that turns the background of my screen green. Let's see if it asks me for more data. It should. All right, yeah, here you go. Now watch it. Look at it program. Yeah, so look at this thing. There you go. That is crazy. That is, from a programming perspective, that is so useful here. So useful. Sofi rip it up at 650s right now. All right, guys. Sofi flying up at 660s right now. 660s. Yeah, that's crazy useful, man. It really is. It's just surprisingly useful. Only good if the code works. Yeah, for sure. But like, the point is, here's the reality of it, right? You can use your compiler to figure out if the code works. Like, a lot of the time, the code's going to be slightly wrong. But you could even give it the code and say, hey, yo, this is wrong. Fix this. And it'll say, oh, I'm sorry. It literally apologized to you. It says, okay, I'm sorry. Here's the corrected code. And so that's very useful, man. That's very useful. And again, if you know the language, you can correct it yourself, because most of the time the mistakes are going to be basic mistakes that you can correct, like basic syntax errors and stuff like that. And so you can correct those mistakes, and you know, it's very useful. Sofi flying up right now, guys. Wow, look at Sofi move here. Wow. That is crazy, man. Look at Sofi go. Sofi up to 670s. Yes, Sofi flying up this morning, team. Wow. 670s right now for Sofi. 670s. $671, 672s for Sofi here. It's moving. Right, exactly. Very useful, for sure. Yeah, Sofi pulling back big here. Something must have just dropped. $664, still up pretty big relative to where it was prior to this. Still up pretty big relative to where it was prior to this. Yeah, the pro version I'm even more excited about too. I don't mind paying a little bit for it either, you know. All right, so far at 665s right now. A lot of people talk about G and S. I see Lucid. Yeah, G and S is ripping up too. Yeah, Yeah, so SPY is still pretty red on the day here. A lot of small caps running today. Lucid, Tesla. All right, let's see if we can hold here. Probably, Chris. I think it probably could, but it depends. Like, so Chat GPT can't look up new information on like a search engine, which is one of its downfalls. Not downfalls, but it's one of its its problems is that it can't look up new data. I can't say, hey, Chat GPT, when is SoFi's earnings call? And it give me that answer. It'll say, hey, I can't look that up. And so I think if they gave it the capability to look stuff up, I think it'd be way more useful. And maybe the pro version will, because the problem in Chat GPT, it's great for code, but the problem lies in it lacks the ability to look up data, to look up like recent data. And so it's basically living in 2021 and it can't get past 2021, No. So it can't look up anything on Google or anything like that. Now it has a built-in database of knowledge, but it's based off of 2021. It's outdated. That's probably right, Bits. That's probably true, man. But still, it's definitely one of its. It's definitely something that it could do better, I guess. All right, guys. So SoFi pull it all the way back down to just over 650s here. Let's see if we bounce. All right, so SoFi up there. SPY still over 402s, struggling though. Yeah, it's a very useful product and all, but again, the data that it spits out is outdated. So it's a great product. The data's old. Is the real issue here. There's old data. Yeah, so Chat GPT will tell me if it can build a time machine, Yeah, so it'll answer that question, but all right, guys. So SoFi still at 650s here. Still at 650s. Trying to bounce back, but hasn't. Big pullback over the last couple minutes. Make sure this is my right coffee here. Yeah, it is. All right, so back under 650s for Chad, for SoFi. Under 650s. Again, we'll see if it continues down. But let's see, 650 and the VWAP are right around where it is now. So we're right at that level at 645, which is right around where the volume weighted average price is. There we go. All right, so yeah, SoFi numbers are out. We're looking at the rest of the data that I put out. They put out their general corporate statement and there's a few other things here, but still waiting at under 650s right now, under 650s. We got the earnings call in a couple minutes. And again, we can stream the earnings call. Do you guys want me to stream the earnings call, I guess is the question. Should I stream the SoFi earnings call? I can. Yeah? Okay, gotcha. Yes? Okay, gotcha. I can stream it. All right, we're right at 6:45 now. The earnings call for chat, or for, I keep saying chat GPT. The earnings call is in, let me find this. Okay, so yeah, the earnings call is at 8 a.m. So in about 30 minutes, we'll stream it. All right, we're at 650s right now, 650s. All right, guys. So SPY's still trying to move up a little bit. SPY's still trying to go. All right, so SoFi's still sitting right there. Tesla just ripped over 176. Let me put the Discord up. All right, thank you. All right, we're at 650s right now, man. Look at Tesla rip here. So Tesla flying back up too, honestly. Let's see if it continues, man. It's trying to go. Is that a monster W report out? Yeah, so the actual earnings call or earnings report is out already. So yeah, the actual earnings report is out, but we're waiting on the actual earnings call now. All right, guys. So we're still consolidating here. Tesla flying up right now, absolutely flying up. SoFi hasn't really done anything, and we do have the earnings call for SoFi dropping in a couple minutes, but it hasn't really done much now at this point in time. So it's been mostly sitting just over the volume weighted average price. Yeah, don't nobody remind me of the Bengals game yesterday, bro. I don't even want to talk about it. I don't even want to talk about it, man. I'm heartbroken for my guy Joe Burrow, man. You know. But yeah, we watched it. All right, guys. So SoFi at 645s. SPY at 402s here. Tesla pulling back some now. SoFi dipping under there, and we will cover the earnings call today, I guess. We will stream the earnings call. Dipping all the way under there. Tesla holding over the VWAP here. Yeah, man. The refs, bro. Like I said, I get it. They want Mahomes to win, you know. I guess I get it, but still disappointed. GMVD. What is GMVD? I've heard this stock before. Yeah, look at GMVD flying up in. What's the basis points? Now, let me look at the voting poll here. We got 43% saying 50 basis points, 42%. See, again, if they're expecting 25, I think we're going to do 25. You know, so if they're expecting 25, I think they're going to do 25. You know, like I think it's probably pretty likely that they're going to do 25 basis points. Still, you know, they could do 50. I think it's a big pivot to, you know, versus what he said. I think Jerome Powell said he made some really clear remarks saying he wanted to sustain the actual earnings or the rate hikes. He said he wanted to sustain the rate hikes. I thought he was going to sustain them for a while, but for whatever reason, you know, my guy just didn't. You know, now the analysts are expecting 25, and I just think that's a little bit low of an expectation. I think that's a little bit over. You know, I think they're overestimating. But again, if they're expecting it, they know more than me for sure regarding what they might potentially do. So again, no worries. I think because they're expecting that, I think one of the places showed over a 99% chance that they do 25. But if that's the case, great. What's going to matter most during the rate hike decision is going to be what Jerome Powell says from it. So it's going to what's going to matter the most is what he says. Yeah, I don't know what the news on GMVD. I see a lot of squeeze plays and stuff like that coming through, but yeah, if I look at a GMVD, not a huge short squeeze play or anything like that, but it is flying up here. We also had Lucid, which is making a crazy run this morning. Look at Lucid up there, man. So Lucid's running. We got Lucid running, you know. We got Sofi starting to pump a little bit over here. We still got about 22 minutes before the actual rate hike. FOMC is Wednesday. Wednesday, the rate hike decision. So yeah, the FOMC rate hike decision is Wednesday. And again, a lot of people are expecting 25. A lot of people are expecting 50. I don't know what we're going to get. I hope we get something low. But again, what's really going to mean the most, people are going to be hanging on everything JP says regarding rate hikes. So they're going to understand, they understand we got the rate hike decision coming out. It's probably going to be 25, but everybody's going to be watching what he says during the actual press conference more than anything else. Right? So what he says during the press conference is going to influence people more than anything else. And we'll see. You know, we'll see. So the actual, so the report is already out. So JR, the report might be right underneath me. You know, it might be. It might not be, but it might be right here. Like the data from the report might be just, you know, right underneath me. Bro, why does the song keep coming up, bro? How many songs is this on the? How many times is this song on the list, man? Sheesh, bro. Come on now. He would be hawkish no matter what. Yeah, we'll see, man. We'll see. So the actual earnings call for Sofi is going to be at about 20 minutes. About 20. All right, so Sofi is still consolidating just under the volume weighted average price. The SPY pretty bleak today, man. The SPY is pretty red. Yeah, so it'll be a really interesting day for sure. Jeez. Jacks versus Queens. He hits a jack on the river, bro. A jack on the river, man. Ugh. It hurts. It hurts. Yeah, so we'll see what SoFi does for earnings here. We'll see what SoFi does. I'm playing 4 sit and goes. I'm in the process of potentially winning all 4 of them, but that just blew my first. So I'll probably win 75% of them now. I don't know why SoFi is pulling back here, man. I guess just bad potential earnings reports or bad, I don't know why. I really don't know why. Yeah, I've been doing this for a long time, man. I really have. Like, I've been playing this game for a long time, man. Honestly, if playing 1 table is just not enough, 2 tables is not enough. Like, I can think fast enough to where I don't need to. Most people that play are gonna play multiple tables. They're gonna play multiple at once. That's just kind of how it goes. I'm playing like $5 and $10 sit and goes, and so it's like there's just a lot of like really easy players to play against, bro. Like sometimes it'll bite you because they'll be a little bit too loose and they'll call your bluffs, and then you just kind of have to sit. But it's like we got a very small stack that is about to be out. Somebody, like one of the other players, tried to raise me, and I have like 150 big blinds, and so it's like they should never raise me in that situation. They need to just fold it out and get in the money, which top 3 players win. But instead, they just kind of keep on, Instead, they just don't understand the ICM dynamic of it, and just a lot of easy players to play against. So all I have to do is raise them, and they'll fold. But like, there's just a lot of there's a lot of new players playing that are pretty easy to play against. So yeah, Lucid, man, all the way up to 1430s, man. SoFi dumping down here. We got 15 minutes before the actual earnings call. 15 minutes. Yeah, definitely top 3. Definitely top 3 for sure. Pre-market for Tesla. Yeah, definitely top 3 best multitasker in the world right now for sure. Did y'all see my golf skills, bro? Listen. I went to go hit golf balls over the weekend. Literally the second time I ever played golf in my life, bro. Second time I ever hit a golf ball outside of like putt-putt, like miniature golf in my life. Really, genuinely the second time I ever played putt-putt in my life, second time I ever drove a golf ball, I guess is the best way to explain it. The second time I ever drove a golf ball in my life. But look, bro, tell me if this is not a top 3 best swing ever in the world right now. Tell me this is not top 3, This one was kind of that one was all right. But like this next one, bro, tell me this isn't the best swing you ever seen in your life here. Definitely top 3, for sure. Never played golf before ever, Best golfer, definitely top 3 in the world right now. Definitely top 3. Best golf swing ever. All right, guys. SoFi falling down. Right. Listen. I'm smart, y'all are dumb. I'm big, y'all are little. I'm right, y'all are wrong. You know, that's all I'm saying. Sofi, guys, at 629s here. Spy pumping up. It's at 402.30s. Lucid is at 1430s. Tsla has ripped up today, guys. Tsla has not ripped up today, but Tsla ripped up Friday. Aside from this morning, the last 5 days, Tsla had green days in a row. It's gone up from $130 all the way to $170, $177, $180. Yeah, so Sofi earnings 5-cent loss per share, less than the 9-cent loss per share estimates. There's no crash. This isn't any crash, man. This is barely anything, bro. This drop is insignificant. We just ripped up so much over the last few weeks that we're just kind of correcting some now. That's all it is. Sofi earnings coming out pretty soon, too. We'll stream them. Like, look at the stack depth here. Like, seriously, this is my table right now. Like, I'm Big Papa Chip Stack here. Look at this. I'm Big Papa Chip Stack. Look at this. This is me right here. Look at me. Nah, they're going to at least do some rate hikes, man. They're going to do something. You know. Back in that. Bro, how many songs is this? Like, what? Like, how many times is this stupid back in the bag of whatever song it is? How many times does this song show up in the playlist, bro? I never added it here. It's like, bro, they are really pumping that song, dude. Like, bro, I don't care about the Jack Harlow wannabe guy back there, dude. Like, we'll play it without, like, this song right here. All right, it's popping up a little bit. See, better swings on the playground. Listen, bro, it must have been the top 3 playgrounds in the world right now. But no, like I said, I'm just obviously being sarcastic. I'm terrible at golf. Like, I've never played golf before ever. You know, like I said, the only golf I've ever played is putt-putt golf. And so that was really like one of the first few times I swung a golf club. But like, I played baseball when I was as a kid. And so I'm used to swinging a baseball bat more so than swinging a golf club. And so I think that kind of translates over to that. And so I swing it at it like a baseball. But that's okay, because I'm still top 3 best ever in the world right now, for sure. All right, guys. So we got the Sofi earnings call coming up. We will stream it live. Binance launches a Visa card in Brazil. Dunning-Kruger on golf. Bro, here's the difference, though. I mean, I don't even think I'm good at golf, though. You know. I'm definitely top 3 in the world right now, for sure, versus anybody else. You know. I don't even know who Tiger Woods is. But I'm terrible. All right, so SoFi guidance numbers, 430 to 44 million. What were their expected guidance numbers? Does anybody know what they were expecting for first quarter guidance? They're projecting 430 to 440 million. What were they? What was the original expectations for that? Does anybody know? Yeah, I'm definitely top 3 most humble ever, for sure. Definitely top 3. Fake crash. Fake crash and what, Laura? Oh, and SoFi? Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna call it fake, but maybe the earnings call pops this thing right back up again. We'll see. Yeah, the last time we played putt-putt golf, there was drama. Carol got mad. She never played again with me. Bro, I just wanted to go by the rules, man. You know, we had my whole family there. We had Maddie, we had my son Jack, and so we're all playing putt-putt golf, you know. And we're tallying score. We're keeping track of the score, you know. And Carol wants to start kind of cheating against the whole family, you know. And so my daughter and I were like, whoa, what are you doing, man? You can't cheat like this. And then Carol got mad and she said I was being too competitive, you know. But it's like, look, if it was just her and I'd probably let her win. But it's like if the whole family's competing against something, you know, I mean, what do y'all want me to do? Never been back to putt-putt since. I'm just too good, you know. Yeah, we got the rate hike decision on Wednesday. Looking at the poll numbers here. We got about 700 votes. 75 basis points has 11%. 50 has 41%. 25 has 42%. Yeah. Bro, it was like a drama. It was like a dramatic thing. We still haven't been back to play putt-putt golf since, man. But it's like, look, if I'm going to go in my... Like I said, if it was just her and I'd let her win. I wouldn't care. You know, it would just be for fun. But when I got my daughter over there competing with me, talking smack, my son's over there, we're letting him win regardless, you know. John, do you think Sofi can go up to $8? I just can't get my money back. I'm not sure, man. We'll see. It might. It's at 630s now, so it's not outside the realm of possibility. I don't know if it's going to happen, but it could. You know, it could. I'd say it's hard to be married to the top 3 golfers in the world. Right. It's got to be, you know, listen, when you're this good, you know, you tend to ruffle feathers. That's all I'm saying. Sofi at 630s right now. We got Spy at 402.30s. Tesla at 177s. All right, so we got 6 minutes before Sofi earnings. Again, we'll get ready to stream them. We'll see what they say. All right, so here's the webcast. We are getting ready for SoFi numbers, or for SoFi earnings to come out. We're signing up for the webcast now. Bear with me here. Bro, SoFi just wants my email address here, bro. So I had to mute the music for a second. What? It said something went wrong. Dude, I don't want to register. All right, there we go. We are in here. We are waiting. Are golf fields so common in the U.S.? Driving ranges. I mean, so not really. Like, you got some golf ranges, country clubs. There's a lot of country clubs here in the U.S., you know, where it's kind of like a golf. It's kind of like a snooty club is the best way to describe it, where, you know, it's like a neighborhood club where you can go play golf, eat, you know, swim in a pool and do stuff like that, right? It's called a country club here. Those are very common. But lately, the big thing with golf has been like, it's kind of like the Dave and Buster's of golf, where they let adults go have some drinks and then swing at golf balls. And they have like specific games that you play. It's called Top Golf, you know. All right, guys. So we're sitting here waiting on the earnings call. We got it ready. Starts in 3 minutes. Tesla's starting to break out to the upside, testing the previous closing price at 177.90 here. Sofi pulled all the way back, went up to 675, so it looks strong, but ended up coming all the way back down here. A lot of drinking at country clubs. Yeah, see, I'm not in a country club. And Tesla's pretty break even. I mean, Tesla has gone up over the last 5 days straight and ripped up big. All right, guys. So less than 2 minutes. Yeah, Top Golf was fun. Like I said, it was the second time I ever really went and hit golf balls. I think I played golf one time when I was like 17. And I barely, like, I can remember not even hitting the ball most of the time. Like I would miss when I swung at it. And so yeah, never played before. The closest I come to watching golf is watching Happy Gilmore. To be honest, I don't even understand the rules of golf. I understand you have different strokes. The person with the least amount of strokes wins. And like there's different labels for specific amount of hits. And then the courses are ranked on the average amount of like swings it takes to get to the hole. You know what I mean? Like I understand that. But aside from that, I don't understand anything else about the rules of golf. Lucid flew up this morning. Is it pulling back now? Yeah, Lucid now dropping back down. We got less than a minute here for the earnings call to start. I love Happy Gilmore, though. I feel like the broader market is going to trade pretty sideways until Fed meeting. Yeah, that could happen, Brandon, for sure. Yeah, didn't Bitcoin rip up today? Where's Bitcoin at right now? I saw it moving over the weekend here. I kind of glanced at it. It's at 23K, so it looks like it pulled back some from where I saw it. Yeah, we're at 23K now, so. Oh, yeah, maybe I'm wrong. Like I said, I really don't know. I don't even understand how to play golf. All right, guys. So it's about to be 8 o'clock. SoFi Q4 earnings call is going to start soon. We'll tune in for some of it, you know. All right, so there's 8. I'm gonna mute this. I'm gonna mute the music for a second and turn the music off, so we can watch this once it starts. Still hasn't started yet. Bitcoin to 20K soon. We'll see, Rita. I don't know. Again, Bitcoin started to move back. It looks strong, you know. Still hadn't started yet for the earnings call. We're just kind of hanging out, waiting here. Once we get it up, just let me know what the sound is like. Let me know how the sound is. It should be good. Waiting on hold right now. It's supposed to start at 8 o'clock, I think, right? I'm pretty sure that's right. Oh, yeah, we're sitting on hold right now in the weight room. All right, guys, waiting. Still nothing. They're a little bit late to start it. SPY right at that 200 EMA volume weighted average price level, right at 402.50s. Lucid at 1380s. Yeah, crypto is interesting to watch for sure. This whole week's going to be crazy, to be honest, on everything, including cryptocurrency. So this whole week is going to make crypto markets move. It's going to make the stock market move. Again, to put it into perspective, we've got a lot of stuff happening this week. Again, we got the Fed rate hike decision on Wednesday. We got jobless claims Thursday. We've got unemployment Friday, I believe. So we got unemployment Friday, jobless claims Thursday, the rate hike decision and accompanying press conference Wednesday. And then aside from that, we've got Meta, McDonald's, GM, UPS, Apple, Google, Amazon earnings. So really the biggest earnings of the, yeah, I'm still waiting on this thing to start, man. It's just taking a while. So we got the biggest earnings week of the whole, quarter of earnings season. We've got the rate hike decision this week. We've got unemployment Friday. We got jobless claims Thursday. We just have a lot of influential stuff happening. And so I saw somebody say, like, we might get choppy neutral action leading up to it. A lot of people are going to be scared to, like, I'm not going to take any swing trades ahead of this just because I think the risk is too much. What I might do, though, is I might look to see, like, if we get a big drop, I might buy the dip. If we get a big drop from the rate hike decision, I might buy that pullback. We're waiting for the conference to start. Let me see. They're running a little bit late. But yeah, I might buy the dip if we get a big drop, but it depends on what happens. What earnings are today? SoFi earnings are about to happen right now. We're sitting on it, waiting for that to start for SoFi. So we're waiting for SoFi earnings to begin. They said it was supposed to start at 8, but they're slow.
Our host,
Sound check.
Maura Sia,
Sound check.
SoFi's Investor Relations.
Sound check. Sound good? Let me know if it's
Thank you
good.
and good morning. Welcome to SoFi's fourth quarter and full year 2022 earnings conference call. Joining me today to talk about our results and recent events are Anthony Noto, CEO, and Chris Lapointe, CFO. You can find the presentation accompanying our earnings release on the investor relations section of our website.
Sound good? Good.
Our remarks today will include forward-looking statements that are based on our current expectations and forecasts and involve risks and uncertainties. These statements include, but are not limited to, our competitive advantages and strategy, macroeconomic conditions and outlook, future products and services, and future business and financial performance. Our actual results may differ materially from those contemplated by these forward-looking statements. Factors that could cause these results to differ materially are described in today's press release and our upcoming Form 10-K as filed with the Securities and Exchange Commission. Any forward-looking statements that we make on this call are based on assumptions as of today, and we undertake no obligation to update these statements as a result of new information or future events. And now I'd like to turn the call over to Anthony.
Hey, we put it in sub-only mode.
And good morning, everyone. 2022 was a remarkable year for SoFi. We accomplished more than any of us could have hoped for. Our resilient team drove great execution of our strategy that is proven to provide the benefits of business diversification and durability to deliver exceptional growth and improving profitability. Our adjusted net revenue grew 52% in 2022 to over $1.5 billion, and we delivered nearly 5 times the adjusted EBITDA we did in 2021. We obtained a national bank license, which could not have come at a better time, allowing us to be incredibly flexible in a rapidly changing environment. We're offering a compelling SoFi Money product that is driving high-quality direct deposit customers, spending, and deposit balances. The deposits bolster and diversify our sources of funding, enabling us to offer our best rates on loans while generating impressive returns and improving net interest income revenue. In fact, 2022 marks the first time our lending net interest income revenue of $530 million by itself exceeded our total directly attributable lending cost of $443 million. We grew our deposits 7 times to $7.3 billion from $1 billion over the course of the year, really powering that cycle. We grew our member base by 1.8 million to 5.2 million members, nearly 9 times our size in 2018. We acquired Technisys, adding a critical capability as we build our end-to-end technology stack and bringing us one step closer to being the AWS of fintech. We navigated unparalleled market volatility, macro headwinds, high inflation, and increasing interest rates, and 2 unexpected extensions of the student loan moratorium by reacting nimbly and leveraging the diversification of our business to hit record revenue in each quarter of the year. The fourth quarter was an incredible end to an exceptional year. We delivered another quarter of record adjusted net revenue and adjusted EBITDA and strong overall operating results. A few key achievements from the quarter include our 7th consecutive quarter of record adjusted net revenue of $443 million, up 58% year-over-year, which accelerated from 51% year-over-year growth in the third quarter and reflects record revenue in all 3 business segments. Record adjusted EBITDA of $70 million was up 58% quarter over quarter. That is nearly equal to the total adjusted EBITDA in the first 3 quarters of the year combined. In Q4, we achieved a couple of important financial inflection points. Adjusted EBITDA of $70 million is now largely equal to share-based compensation expense of $71 million, a critical step toward GAAP net income profitability. Additionally, net interest income revenue, or NIM revenue, of $183 million exceeded lending non-interest net revenue of $144 million for the first time. And importantly, our NIM revenue is meaningfully greater than our directly attributable lending expense of $106 million. In Q4, we had an incremental GAAP net income margin of 42%, resulting in a loss of just $40 million, roughly half of the third quarter 2022 loss. Said another way, of the $171 million of incremental GAAP revenue year over year, $71 million, or 42%, dropped to the GAAP net income line. Given these accomplishments, in our 2023 plan, we expect to achieve quarterly positive GAAP net income in Q4 2023. Our strategy is continuing to play out with SoFi Money, which allowed us to surpass $7.3 billion in deposits, up 46% quarter over quarter, and savings of 190 basis points on cost of funds versus using other sources of debt to fund loans. Another quarter of positive GAAP net income for the SoFi Bank at over $30 million and at an 11% margin. Finally, we grew our tangible book value for the overall company for the second consecutive quarter. Q4 also saw our second highest quarter ever of member ads and our third highest quarter of product ads, with strong momentum continuing into Q1. The 487,000 new members in Q4 2022 brings total members to 5.2 million, up 51% year over year. We also added nearly 700,000 new products in Q4, ending with nearly 7.9 million total products, up 53% year over year. Of these new ads, financial services products grew by 60% year over year to 6.6 million, while lending products were up 24% to over 1.3 million. The strength of our results once again underscores how our full suite of differentiated products and services provides a uniquely diversified business that has been not only able to endure, but to thrive through market cycles. Now I'd like to touch on segment level results with a particular focus on the benefits of our diversified business drivers, as well as the structural advantage of our bank charter. In lending, we generated a record of $315 million of adjusted net revenue, up 51% versus the prior year period. Our personal loan performance more than offset the continued lack of demand in student loan refinancing and the less robust performance of home loans. Student loan refi continues to be negatively impacted as federal borrowers again await clarity on the end of the moratorium of federal student loan payments. Home loans faces macro headwinds from high rates while we continue the process of transitioning to new fulfillment partners. The personal loans business maintained its strength in Q4. We originated nearly $2.5 billion, up 50% from $1.6 billion in Q4 2021. This product continues to deliver even as we've raised our coupons to our borrowers as a result of rate increases and maintained our stringent underwriting criteria. While these origination levels themselves are impressive, the strength of our balance sheet and diversification of our funding sources provide new options to fund lending growth while driving efficiency with cost savings. These advantages are a direct result of SoFi Bank. Having more flexibility with our balance sheet allows us to capture more NIM and optimize returns, a critical advantage in light of the macro uncertainty. Additionally, by using our deposits as a funding source, we benefit from a lower cost of funding for loans. In Q4, the difference in our deposit cost of funds and warehouse cost of funds was approximately 190 basis points, whereas 125 basis points in Q3 and just 100 basis points in Q2, a powerful benefit in a rising rate environment. Lastly, the bank contributes to strong growth in SoFi Money members, high quality deposits, and improved levels of spending and engagement. This has led to higher average balances, even as average spend has increased. Of the $7.3 billion in deposits at quarter end, 88% were from direct deposit members. Roughly 50% of newly funded SoFi Money accounts are setting up direct deposit by day 30 versus 20% in Q4 21. And this has had a significant positive impact on spending. Q4 annualized spend was 3.4 times 2021 total spend, and Q4 spend per average funded account was up 25% quarter over quarter. SoFi Money members have increased nearly 53% year over year to 2.2 million in total. Given the quality of these members with 745 median FICO score, we see ample opportunity for cross-buy. This is a great segue into financial services more broadly, where net revenue nearly tripled year over year to $64 million and grew 32% from $49 million sequentially in Q3. Moreover, financial services annualized revenue is now approximately $260 million. Contribution loss of $44 million improved $9 million versus the third quarter, even as we invested $13 million more in marketing in the fourth quarter. We saw this as a worthwhile opportunity to attract more direct deposit members. Even with this spend, variable profit, including all marketing costs, improved quarter over quarter and was nearly break even. We still anticipate the financial services segment will be contribution profit positive in 2023 as we continue to scale and monetize the business. We finished Q4 with 6.6 million financial services products, up 60% year over year, and 4.9 times total lending products of 1.3 million. The increased scale of financial services helps drive cross-buy and marketing efficiencies over time. The scale of financial services not only drives cross-buy and marketing efficiencies, it also is proving to be a large revenue contributor as we continue to drive monetization of these businesses. In fact, annualized revenue per product is up nearly 2x from $21 in Q4 of last year to $40 in this quarter. This is due to the increasing attractiveness of these products, growing brand awareness, and network effects. As we've committed, we continue to iterate and invest aggressively in our product suite, and that investment continues to pay dividends as members embrace our launches. Since our last earnings call, we introduced an increase in our checking and savings APY of up to 3.75% as of January 4th. We launched SoFi Plus, a premium member service that bundles together our wide variety of member benefits and provides incremental value and rewards. SoFi Plus is unlocked through enrolling in direct deposit. We will continue to add more value and benefits to this premium member service to not only highlight the breadth of our products and services, but to also increase the total value of having your direct deposit with SoFi. We expanded insurance coverage for our members to include cyber insurance. Our invest team launched options trading, making good on our promise to our members to deliver this much anticipated service. And we introduced a new way to spend with SoFi with Paying For, their first product built on the combined Galileo and Texas's platform. This leads me to our technology platform segment, which remains a critical element of SoFi's strategy. In the fourth quarter, full segment revenue of $86 million grew 61% year over year, with a 20% margin at the segment level, or 24% if you exclude Technisys. The SoFi technology platform strategy includes growth in new verticals, new products, and new geographies. In Q4, Galileo signed 11 new clients and made big strides in the strategy, with 36% of new deals in B2B and 27% of new deals outside the United States. Importantly, of these 11 new deals, 9 have existing customer bases, reflecting the continued demand for our innovative services from more mature organizations. Technisys is also delivering strong growth in number of new clients, signing an additional 16 new clients in Q4, including its first digital deal in Mexico. I'll finish here by saying that we've been in an all-out sprint over the last 5 years to build out our digital product suite to meet our members' needs for every major financial decision in their lives and all the days in between. The benefits of our strategy, resulting in a uniquely diversified business, combined with a national bank license, not only positions SoFi to be the winner that takes most in the secular transition of the financial services to digital, but also to provide greater durability through a market cycle. I'm excited about where we are today, and even more excited about where we can go from here. With that, let me turn it over to Chris for a review of the financials for the quarter.
Thanks, Anthony, and good morning, everyone. We finished off a remarkable year while navigating a rapidly evolving macro backdrop, even as our previously largest and most profitable business operated at 25% of Q4 2019 pre-COVID volumes. This proves once again that our diversified and differentiated business model drives SoFi's durability and long-term growth potential. I'm going to walk you through some key financial highlights and then share some color on our outlook. Unless otherwise stated, I'll be referring to adjusted results for the fourth quarter and full year of 2022 versus fourth quarter and full year of 2021. Our GAAP consolidated income statement and all reconciliations can be found in today's earnings release and the subsequent 10-K filing, which will be made available in the coming weeks. For the quarter, top-line growth accelerated and we delivered record adjusted net revenue of $443 million, up 58% year over year and 6% sequentially from the third quarter's record of $419 million, and above the high end of the guidance provided during our last earnings call. Adjusted EBITDA was $70 million at a 16% margin, also above the high end of our most recent guidance. We saw 14 points of year-over-year and 5 points of sequential margin improvement, demonstrating the strong operating leverage of the business as it scales. Year-over-year margin improvement has been driven by significant operating leverage across our sales and marketing, G&A, and ops functional expense lines. Overall, this resulted in a 40% incremental adjusted EBITDA margin year-over-year. Our GAAP net losses were $40 million this quarter, a $71 million improvement year-over-year, and $34 million improvement sequentially. Incremental GAAP net income margin was 42% year-over-year, a notable step in our path to GAAP profitability. In addition to our adjusted EBITDA margin expansion, we saw meaningful leverage against stock-based compensation as a percentage of revenue at 16% in Q4 2022, down from 27.5% in the same prior year period, putting us well on our path to longer-term goal of single-digit stock-based compensation margins as previously communicated. For the full year, we delivered $1.54 billion of adjusted net revenue, up 53% year-over-year from $1.01 billion in 2021. As a reminder, we revised our annual guidance in April of 2022 following the extension of the moratorium on federal student loan payments. Our updated guidance for the year included $1.47 billion in adjusted net revenue and $100 million in adjusted EBITDA. This guidance contemplated an ultimate extension in the moratorium until year-end, which implied a Q4 ramp in student loan refinancing activity ahead of the anticipated resumption of federal payments. From an adjusted EBITDA perspective, we delivered $143 million in profit, nearly 5 times that of 2021, and $63 million above the guidance we presented following the moratorium extension I just discussed. 2022 delivered a 9% adjusted EBITDA margin, 630 basis points of improvement from 2021. Even with the recent subsequent extension of the moratorium through June of 2023, which impeded the expected Q4 2022 ramp in student loan refi demand, we still exceeded that revenue guidance by $80 million and adjusted EBITDA by $43 million. We achieved these results by implementing new strategies and through nimble asset allocation, which speaks to our ability to leverage the diversity of our revenue streams. Now onto the segment level performance, where we saw strong growth across all 3 segments. In lending, fourth quarter adjusted net revenue grew 51% year-over-year to $315 million. Results were driven by 138% year-over-year growth in our net interest income, while non-interest income was relatively flat. Growth in net interest income was driven by a 109% year-over-year increase in average interest earning assets and a 317 basis point year-over-year increase in average yields, slightly offset by a 162 basis point increase in the cost of interest-bearing liabilities. This resulted in average net interest margin of 5.94% for the quarter, up 141 basis points year-over-year. Non-interest income was relatively flat year-over-year as increased personal loan originations at higher weighted average coupons were largely offset by lower student loan and home loan originations. Personal loan originations grew 50% year over year to $2.5 billion, while student loan originations were down 73% and home loan originations were down 84% year over year as a result of macro headwinds and a continued transition of home loan fulfillment partners. Overall, we achieved strong top-line growth while maintaining our stringent credit standards and disciplined focus on quality. Our personal loan borrowers' weighted average income is $165,000 with a weighted average FICO score of 747. Our student loan borrowers' weighted average income is $170,000 with a weighted average FICO of 773. This focus on quality has led to continued strong credit performance. In fact, our on-balance sheet delinquency rates and charge-off rates remain healthy and are still below pre-COVID levels. Our on-balance sheet 90-day personal loan delinquency rate was 34 basis points in Q4 22, while our annualized personal loan charge-off rate was 2.47%. Our on-balance sheet 90-day student loan delinquency rate was 13 basis points in Q4 2022, while our annualized student loan charge-off rate was 0.37%. As we've expressed in the past, it is reasonable to expect credit metrics to revert over time to more normalized pre-pandemic levels, but we continue to expect very healthy performance relative to broader industry benchmarks. The lending business delivered $209 million of contribution profit at a 66% margin, up from $105 million a year ago and a 51% margin. This improvement was driven by a mix shift to higher margin personal loans revenue, along with marketing and ops efficiencies, as well as fixed cost leverage across the entire segment. For the full year, lending adjusted net revenue grew 45% to $1.11 billion, and the segment delivered $664 million of contribution profit at a 60% margin. Shifting to our tech platform, where we delivered net revenue of $86 million in the quarter, up 61% year over year, or up 13% excluding Technisys. Overall, annual revenue growth was driven by 31% year-over-year Galileo account growth to 131 million in total, as well as sequential growth in transactions per active account. We also signed 11 new clients, 4 of which are in the B2B space, and 3 of which are in Mexico, further diversifying our partner base. During the quarter, one of our clients migrated the majority of their processing volumes to a pure processor, which resulted in a $6 to $7 million revenue headwind in period. Segment contribution profit of $17 million represented a 20% margin and 24% if you were to exclude Technisys. For the full year, the tech platform segment grew revenue 62% to $315 million and delivered $76 million of contribution profit at a 24% margin. Excluding Technisys, revenue growth was 24% year over year and contribution margin was 30%. Moving on to financial services, where net revenue of $65 million increased 195% year over year, with new all-time high revenue for Sofi Money and continued strong contributions from Sofi Credit Card, Sofi Invest, and Lending as a Service. Overall monetization continues to improve, with annualized revenue per product increasing to $40, nearly 2 times the $21 in the same prior year quarter, and up 25% sequentially from $34. We reached 6.6 million financial services products, up 60% year over year, by adding 635,000 new products in the quarter. We now have 2.2 million products in Sofi Money, 2.2 million in Sofi Invest, and 1.9 million in Relay. Contribution losses were $44 million for the quarter, which improved sequentially as a result of the growth in revenue, as well as fixed cost leverage, but increased year over year predominantly as a result of building our CECL reserves for the Sofi Credit Card business, which is expected as we continue to grow and scale. In addition, we saw a year over year reduction in higher margin digital assets revenue. For the full year, the segment delivered $168 million of revenue, which is nearly 3 times the $58 million we delivered in 2021, and our contribution losses were $199 million. Notably, that's a 21% improvement in contribution loss per average product during 2022 versus 2021. Switching to our balance sheet, where we remain very well capitalized with ample cash, excess liquidity, and strong regulatory capital and leverage ratios. This year's opening of SoFi Bank further reinforces our strength and provides more flexibility and access to a lower cost of capital relative to alternative sources of funding. In Q4, assets grew by $3.2 billion as a result of the strong growth we continue to see in personal loan originations. On the liability side, we saw tremendous growth in deposits to $7.3 billion, up $2.3 billion quarter over quarter. Because of this, we exited the quarter with $3.1 billion drawn on our $8.4 billion of warehouse facilities, which represents 36% of our total available capacity. Our current book value is $5.5 billion, and our tangible book value has grown for 2 consecutive quarters, with more than a $50 million increase sequentially in Q4. Let me finish up with guidance. Before going through the specific numbers, I want to hit on some of the larger macro assumptions that underpin our financial guide. From an interest rate perspective, we are assuming an outlook consistent with the consensus forward curve, with a peak Fed funds rate reaching approximately 5% in Q2 2023, with 2 rate cuts in the back half of the year to get us to a 4.5% exit rate in 2023. We are assuming a 2.5% contraction in GDP and a normalization of unemployment to around 5%. And from a credit perspective, we are expecting a continuation of elevated credit spreads across capital markets and a continued normalization of consumer credit. For Q1, we expect to deliver adjusted net revenue of $430 to $440 million and adjusted EBITDA of $40 to $45 million. For the full year of 2023, we expect to deliver adjusted net revenue of $1.925 to $2.0 billion, representing 25 to 30% growth, and adjusted EBITDA of $260 to $280 million. Our outlook represents 30% incremental EBITDA margins for full year 2023 versus full year of 2022. And we expect to reach quarterly GAAP net income profitability by Q4 2023, with GAAP net income incremental margins for the full year of 20%. Finally, quickly hitting on a few key points for each segment. In our lending segment, we expect the Department of Education's moratorium on federal student loan payments to extend through June 30th, 2023, at which point there are 60 days before repayments actually begin. Accordingly, our outlook assumes that we will be operating in our current run rate levels until September. After September, we do believe there will be a recovery to higher levels of student loan refinancing revenue than the current trend, but we do not expect to return to pre-COVID levels in 2023. In our personal loans business, we expect to see modest growth as we balance taking advantage of ample headroom in this business, given our current market share and differentiated product, with a thoughtful and prudent approach to ensuring our credit remains very high quality. We remain committed to underwriting to an industry-leading life of loan loss profile. In our tech platform segment, one area of focus for us in 2023 is on quality of new clients, including size, durability, and time to market over quantity, which means bigger wins that leverage the combined go-to-market value proposition of the tech platform while still investing in focused new product areas to drive diversification. While we expect low double-digit organic revenue growth in 2023 due to this focus and a variety of other factors, our longer-term strategy is already starting to pay off with greater diversification in our pipeline and significant margin expansion expected in 2023. After a 3-year investment period in the tech platform, including moving to the cloud, a 2.5x increase in headcount, the acquisition of Technisys, and launching new product capabilities, we will increasingly focus on leveraging the value of our investments through the synergies between the 2 product lines, Technisys and Galileo, as well as through joint product offerings, all to drive meaningful contribution profit growth relative to revenue growth. In starting to operate as one unified technology platform, we have recognized opportunities to reduce our costs, including a small reduction in headcount. In financial services, we expect continued strong growth in revenue, driven by growth in products, as well as increased monetization per product as we scale deposits, spend, and AUM. Importantly, we will front-load investments in the year to take advantage of attractive opportunities to continue to scale our high-quality deposit base. In summary, we could not be more proud of the results Sofi delivered in 2022. We exceeded $1.5 billion in annual revenue and grew adjusted EBITDA nearly 5 times to more than $140 million. We continue to be extremely well capitalized and are excited about the opportunities in front of us. We look forward to another strong year in 2023. And with that, let's open it up to questions.
All right, guys. So I'm just going to go ahead and close it down there. We listened to the earnings call. The Q&A is about to start. But again, we got less than an hour before the market opens up. So we're just going to start looking at the actual market here. SoFi is not really moving that much with all of this stuff going on. Here's the SPY making some moves back down under the volume weighted average price and under the 200 EMA. And so, yeah, that is what's going on there. Let me know what you guys think about SoFi. Interesting to watch it, kind of see what happens here. But yeah, didn't really move too much. Bounced at 630. The SPY is heading back down here. I'm going to pull up a few other charts here. We're looking at Tesla here. I'm also going to get the music going again. Here's Tesla all the way up to almost 180s here. So Tesla making a move. We're going to put the VWAP at 200 EMA up to watch this. Yeah, market's starting to pull back. And SoFi still testing that level. Again, let me know what you guys think regarding everything. Make sure we're logged in. There we go. Let me get the music rolling here again. All right, Tesla testing that level here. We got the SPY in the middle. SoFi up to 640s. Yeah, what do y'all think for 2023 for SoFi? What do you think? What do y'all think regarding SoFi here? All right. Sideways say afternoon. Yeah, does the market close green today or not? Looking at our voting numbers here. Let's check out our voting numbers here. Let me exit out of some of this stuff. We got a lot of different stuff up. X out of that. Get out of there as well. Leave that one up. Get out of there too. All right, so 5 to 640s. Can y'all hear the music? You should be able to. Got my run-in dot in now. Yeah, let me look at the poll numbers here. So looking at our actual poll that we did, pretty split down the middle with between 50 and 25 basis points. So nobody knows really what to expect there. I think 25 is pretty likely here, though. So I think 25 is pretty likely. still starting to move up a little bit here for Tesla, but bouncing right at that previous closing price. We got that done. All right, guys. So what else is moving here? We can look at like Apple. We don't really have any big economic data this morning, I don't think. Let me check. I'm pretty sure we don't, though. All right, so scrolling here. No, we don't really have. We got the Dallas Fed Manufacturing Index, but nothing really. We had Euro consumer confidence this morning as well. Yeah, I think they're gonna raise rates. It's just weird to do 25 expectation with what he's been saying. You know what I mean? Like Jerome Powell's been basically saying that we need sustained rates. So them pivoting down or them going down to 25 basis points, it's just a little strange to me. But I mean, it's whatever they want to do, of course. I don't think they should lower rates yet. Yeah, I don't know, man. What? All right, guys. So Apple pulling back down under 145s here. We can look at Tesla here as well. Tesla at 178s, testing the previous closing price. Lucid was squeezing up today, kind of pulled back a little bit. It's under the 200 EMA now. GNS was moving a little bit as well. It's up to 530s. You can see SoFi just kind of sitting tight. SPY breaking under the 200 EMA in the volume weighted average price. Again, we got Tesla up there at testing the previous close. Microsoft is down pretty big today at 244s. Again, I cut my swing trade. You can see we're not holding this swing anymore. We ended up getting out last week before this big drop, which is nice. We got some other earnings today. So, or later this week, we got Google, Apple, Disney still looking really nice at 108. That's in the market Oracle, Kyle. It's in the market Oracle. All right, what's up, Emmanuel? People saying 25 basis point read too much forward. Well, I think 25 basis points is most likely situation. It's what the analysts are expecting. It's not really, Damn, dude. So email address. See, I'm looking at Audible's charging me, but None of my emails work. Weird. I'm glad I slept in. SPY under 300. Yeah. SPY's not going under 300. BIDU. $142s right now for BIDU. I don't know enough about this company to really say good or bad things regarding it. You know what I mean? I really don't. Now it logs me in? Weird, dude. All right. There it is. All right, guys. So we're still moving up a little bit here. Got a bunch of ebooks. Glad I slept in. Yeah, it's not phishing emails, bro. Trust me, man. I understand not to click phishing emails. Tomorrow's the first of Fed. So the Fed rate hike decision is not tomorrow. It's Wednesday. At 2 p.m., they're going to announce how much they're going to raise or lower rates. And then they're going to have the accompanying press conference afterwards. There's Tesla at 178. All right. So SPY bounced right at 402s all the way back up to 402.50s over the 200 EMA. Tesla's just been ripping up, man. All right, guys. So Tesla testing that previous closing price. What's up, Leo? How you doing, man? Letting off the gas for interest rates now would be but only add fuel to the foolish bull market right now. Sure, Tesla did well, but they're also leading a new segment. Yeah, I mean, listen, market's been doing pretty solid. Here's the, like, again, I've gave the bull argument, and I've been talking about the bull argument since, since when the SPY was at 370s and 380s, and now we're at 400 plus. So there is a bull argument here. Everybody acting like we have to crash or we have to drop is just not accurate. Again, we've been down over the last year. Bear markets don't last forever. We've been pretty extended in the red over the last year. We are seeing some positive inflation signs where inflation is starting to ease up with like CPI, PPI data, stuff like that. And so in that regard, like, it is possible that we start to rebound more and that the market comes back some. I'm not saying it's going to happen. I have no idea what's going to happen, but I think it's possible. I think it's possible that we do bounce back and that we continue up. I don't think we necessarily have to crash. A lot of people come in here and they make fun of bulls and they say, oh, the market's going to crash. And to be honest, they've been doing that since 370, 380, 390, and the market has kind of been ripping up since then. Same thing with Tesla. And again, I don't really trust Tesla. I've always been skeptical because I'm skeptical of Elon talking on social media. But Tesla's been flying up, despite what I said. Tesla's still trying to hold at 178. Shorts think they're genius because they made money on the easiest year to short. Yeah, I don't know if basis points up more, the Dixie is up, so market would dump. Right, probably. So like if the higher they raise rates, the more pressure on the downside we're going to give for sure, So probably, but not, it's never for sure. All right, so Tesla bouncing back, SPY back up to over 402.50. See if futures are waiting for the Fed. Yeah. I've been playing both sides lately. I just wouldn't buy into highs going into the Fed hike. So yeah, I mean, I'm not doing anything going into the Fed hike, man. It just doesn't make sense to. I don't know what's going to happen here. And again, I'm just not going to push too heavy going into any of this. Morning, John. Is today buy the dip or sell the top? I really don't know, man. Again, I'm waiting right now. I'm not taking any big positions ahead of the rate hike decision. I think we might get choppy neutral action leading into it. And so I just don't want to buy too much stuff leading into that rate hike decision. It's just not really what I want to do. Maybe after the rate hike decision, if we get like a big drop or something like that, then maybe I'll start buying stuff up. But until then, I'm just not gonna mess with it. So we'll see. Hey, anyone know how to buy Chat GPT? I heard Microsoft. Well, Microsoft is supposedly isn't Microsoft potentially buying OpenAI? Let me see. All right, so Microsoft invested 10 billion into Chat GPT. So yeah, Microsoft's a way to get exposure to AI, and I think that makes a lot of sense. But again, I'm not buying anything ahead of this. So I'm not buying anything ahead of this, and I'm just sitting back until we get something good, you know. All right, so again, we're sitting back. John, what do you think Google has for AI? Google said they're actually coming out with a better AI software than OpenAI and ChatGPT. Now, I don't know, like, and I think Google has the capability to do so better, you know, than ChatGPT. Hold on one second. Sorry, guys, my eye doctor called and said they had a death in the family, so I had to reschedule my appointment. It's just all good. But yeah, so Tesla up to 178.60s here. SPY at 402.60s. Google's going to come out with probably a better version of ChatGPT, I think. Again, the next big one is going to be whether they can The next big one is going to be whether they can like look up stuff, like real-time stuff. The issue with Chat GPT and stuff like it is that they don't actually have the ability to look up recent things. So I can't say, hey guys, what time does the Bengals game start tomorrow, or whatever it is, and they can't give me that. And so that's the big problem with it, is that they don't, you know, they can't tell me that, you know. That's the big problem. And it's all right, but yeah, that's the big issue. Do you use trailing stops? No, not really, no. Not really. Bro. All right, so we're over the 200 EMA and the volume weighted average price. So we're over the volume weighted average price. Bro, ClickBank is so freaking sleazy, bro. Like, they don't let you cancel your account. They ask you for your account nickname. Like, what if you don't remember your account nickname? Is there any way to get out of them? Like, how are you supposed to cancel your service from them if they don't give you a freaking account nickname, bro? Like, damn. Like, how are you supposed to do this then? Like, I don't know my account nickname, man. What are you talking about, account nickname? Why would I need my account nickname if you have my email address? Like, absolutely ridiculous, bro. What's up, Tiny? Good morning, good morning. Again, Tesla over the VWAP, 200 EMA over the previous closing price. SoFi ripped up some on earnings today. Right, 100% Qualius. I got a call so they could try to upsell me on whatever it is, bro. I don't care about any of this. I just want to cancel, man. Stupid, you know. I have to look up how to do it somewhere else. But yeah, so SoFi pop it up. This is so stupid, man. How in the world am I supposed to cancel my account if I don't have a freaking account nickname? Stupid. Okay, so I'm just gonna assume. It won't let you do anything without your account nickname, bro. I haven't used ClickBank in 4 years. It's been making money off of me every month. Nope, it's not the mail. There's literally no way you can cancel them without the account nickname. And they do it intentionally because they want to upsell you when you call. ClickBank's the worst of the worst, man. So scammy, man. There's not even any place where you can go, like, get help from here. Like, you're basically stuck if you don't have this stupid number. No, they won't even let me log in. I don't know my password is the problem. You know, like I don't actually know my password is the problem. You know. There's no way for me to like check more into it too. Sucks. Like the only thing else I can do is and I don't want to have to do it, but is charge it back because there's no way for me to get into it. You know? It's ridiculous, man. Like there should never be this much problem resetting a password. Like needing to know some obscure nickname for your account just to log in is so ridiculous. And they want this to happen. This is the problem. Like, is they want this to happen. Like, they want you to forget it, and then they're just not going to let you in, and they're going to keep tacking your account every freaking month, bro. It's absolutely ridiculous. Anyways, Sofi up to 650s. Let's see if it breaks. The SPY is breaking down to under 200 EMA. Sorry, I'm purging out of Chase. Like, I switched bank accounts a long time ago, and Chase is the scammiest bank account, bro. They will hit you with overdraft charges when I'm not even using this bank account. They're hitting me with overdraft charges when I try to cancel some of these old subscriptions on here. It just doesn't let me, you know. All I'm saying is I hope Jalen Hurts destroys Mahomes. All right, guys. So, again, market's a little slow. Just remember, ahead of these rate hike decisions, it might be a little bit dull. You know, we might not have much going on. People are going to be nervous to take big positions is really what it is. People are going to be nervous to take big positions, you know, and so that's because of that. You need to just be safe, be smart. Don't take anything major unless you're really okay with the risk of doing so. Because again, a lot of the time ahead of these big weeks, at least ahead of these earnings, it might be a little bit dull. All right, guys. So I found this one. Good. SoFi moving up. People will be reducing position size ahead of the Fed. Yeah, well, people just don't want to take anything major here. Yeah, I'm so mad the Bengals lost too, Toddy, unfortunately. Yeah, for sure, GE Mini. That's what I'm going to have to do, unfortunately, man. Yeah, man. I was super bummed. GNS. Yeah, GNS is gapping up really nicely today as well. You can see the SPY bouncing right at the 200 EMA. Yeah, look at GNS rip back up to almost $6 here. But you can see the SPY at 402.50s right around the 200 EMA. All right, guys. So again, we got less than 20 minutes, or we got less than 30 minutes before the market opens here, guys. Less than 30 minutes. All right, team. Let's see what Tesla does at the opening bell. We don't have too much time left. Yeah, I appreciate the sub, guys. Appreciate the love. Let's keep growth up. We're pretty close to 98K. Pretty close. We'll hit that within the next day or two. And then hopefully we can get to... All right, so Sofi pulling back here. Lucid, man. Lucid's been going absolutely crazy, man. Again, potential buyout, but it looks like it came right back down. So, you know, just be careful because a lot of the time when this happens, All right, guys. So let's get ready to trade futures today. We are going to trade futures. So if you haven't already, guys, also check out Top Step, man. We are trading futures on Top Step's funded account program. Top Step is a really useful product because it ultimately allows new traders to test themselves without risking a ton of money. You know, a lot of new traders end up losing, and I think losing is part of the game in the beginning, and it's about learning how to perform under pressure. Sometimes they just regularly paper trade, but Top Step's funded account program, remember, if we look at the E-mini here on the right, and then we look at the SPY on the left, it's the same price action. You'll notice like this is the exact same thing as this. And you can trade this right side in futures without restriction and with no PDT rule. You can day trade as much as you want, short, all that good stuff without restriction. To do so, you need about 5 to 10K, but an amazing way to test yourself in the beginning is to try out Top Step's funded account program. Again, what they do is they give you a demo. The base one's 50K. It's less than 140 bucks. If you use my link, you get 20% off. Less than 140 bucks. And again, they give you a demo. If you could hit their target on their demo while following their rules and conditions, then they fund you between $50,000 to $150,000 with a 90% profit split once you're funded. And this is a company that's regulated in the US. They pay out millions. They fund thousands of traders a year. And again, I wish I had this when I first got started trading because, number one, most traders end up trading penny stocks or they try cash accounts. Futures, no PDT restriction. And if you want to try it out without risking a bunch, Top Step's the way to do it. If you lose, it's not the end of the world. You're down 140 bucks or less. But if you're good enough and you can get funded, there's a 90% split, and it's regulated by the Chicago Mercantile Exchange. They pay out millions every single year in actual withdrawals. And so again, if you want to check them out, here is the link. Great way to help support the channel here, team. Hey, nice EXO. Congrats, man. All right, guys. So SPY's still starting to move up here. Let's get ready to trade futures right now. And so here we go. We're going to get ready to trade. We're going to be trading the regular E-mini. Here's the micro E-mini. John, what do you plan on getting fully funded? Yeah, I mean, you guys know me. Like I said, number one, I've been doing better in my swing trades than I have with my day trades lately. And so we're going to try to get funded. But again, it's not like I'm not under any sense of urgency to. TOS accounts funded already. And like, again, I'd like to get funded. But I'm so used to trading small because I'm trading my real money account on Thinkorswim, right? So I'm so used to trading small that having to be aggro, super aggro aggressive, it's just not what I'm used to. But for those that don't have enough money as I do on Thinkorswim, I think it's a great option for sure. And again, we'll hopefully get funded eventually, but you know, again, not really any big sense of urgency here. All right, guys. So I think I got rid of that one. Still moving up. That was a Barrios. I'm not in any swing trades right now. I mean, I'm actually in a few. Let me see. I am currently in terms of swings. I'm currently in HKD. I'm holding one share just for fun. Carvana. I've been holding Carvana for the last couple weeks. And I'm up nicely in that with a small share size. I'm still in Bed Bath & Beyond small, but I'm basically flat on that whole trade. And I am in AMC, but very small swing trades. These are mostly ones swing trades that I've been holding for a long time now. And so I still got, I'm not really taking any big positions. The better swing trade I got out of was last week. I got out of Microsoft, and I bought Microsoft and held. I bought Microsoft and held for a couple days and ended up making a good bit from it. All right, so market dipping down a little bit ahead of the open. There we go. Got that one done. Dude, I traded a $2,500 account and make an awesome living off of it. I mean, then you got to be taking a lot of risks in order to do that, brother. I mean, I'm not saying you're not doing it, but you got to be taking some big risks to do that, man. Hey, good luck. What price you looking to get Microsoft back in? It depends on what happens during the actual rate hike decision, man. It really depends on what we get during the actual rate hike decision. Tesla, yeah, we're watching Tesla. Wait to sell until I'm down 90%. Nah, not me, man. All right, guys, we got 9 minutes here. 9 minutes. SoFi is ripping up. Is it really? What is the expected rate hike? 25% or 25 basis points. Yeah, so let's see. So SoFi is flying up there to 650s here, guys. 650s on SoFi. Good earnings for SoFi. Yeah, they were pretty solid. They had an EPS beat. They did better than expected for sales revenue as well. So they did okay. So yeah, they did EPS beat, did good with sales revenue. Guidance came in okay. So guidance came in a little bit better. So they did all right. All right, so SPY's still starting to head up a little bit, man. But look at SoFi rip. It's up to 660s right now for SoFi. 660s here. Wow. So SoFi's going up. Carvana, I don't know, man. I'm holding Carvana right now, so we'll probably take a little bit of profit on Carvana too. But we're in Carvana right now. Just 10 shares at this point. We were up a little bit more, and ended up. We were up on it pretty early in the trade, and we ended up getting out because we were big up in it. Maybe we should have held a little bit, but SPY's dragging up as well, testing 403s. We'll see if it holds. Lucid buyout seems confirmed. Yeah, Lucid's flying. I think it's just good for all these car companies are up on sympathy today. All right, so SPY's still moving here. Yeah, and I think I don't know what I think Carvana just had objective value. Like I bought it when it was really low. And now Carvana, if you look at it, it's up to $8 a share. I bought Carvana. My average here on the last remaining shares is $5 roughly. So $5, and so we make money on it, but I could have added some more to it, which I don't know. I guess Carvana just got really destroyed here. And again, the way I trade. Okay, there we go. We got that good. Maybe I should have bought more, but you know, it's all good. 3 minutes until the opening bell, guys. Good luck. We'll hopefully make some money today. All right. 3 minutes. Less than 3 minutes, about 2 minutes actually. Dipping down a little bit for the micro E-mini. You can obviously see the trend right now in this. So like you can look at the trend and see what we've got showing up here for the day. We've been in this trend. We kind of broke out of the trend for a little while earlier, but this is the trend we've been in right now. And we'll see if we continue in that trend. We can buy the dip down here and see if it works. If it breaks, we can just get out. But there's the trend currently here. About 13 degrees. Yeah, well, they've definitely have the income they need to bring Lucid to be a real company, you know, for sure. All right, so market's pulling back a little bit. Yeah, the whole day might be kind of choppy, to be honest here. Okay. All right, got that done. Market's open. Market's popping up here a little bit at the opening bell. Let's see if it hits the top of that range. So yeah, market's open, starting to rip up. Again, we'll see if it continues up here. SPY flying up here at the opening bell. Wow, man. Huge green action right now. Microsoft popping up 403. So starting to correct some from the downward move. Here, we're just going to cut out of this range and just delete it because there's no point. And we're just going to wait now, too. Yeah, good luck, everybody. Pulling back now some. Generally, I'd buy this dip, but again, we're just going to wait now. I think the extension's definitely on the downside, so I think we could run back and start to make moves. All right, guys. Still ripping up big here in the market right now, flying up. Microsoft pulling back a little bit, but SPY all the way up to 403.50s here, 403.50s. A lot of green at the open. Got a little 1 minute candle pullback here, starting to rip up. Again, I'm sitting tight for now. Consolidation after a big green move at the opening bell. Is anyone else having trouble with the stream freezing? It shouldn't be my end. All right, we're starting to reverse, but I mean, chat, let me know what you guys think. You guys getting any lag? I'm gonna buy one contract here. Start it up a little bit, see if we get some rebounding action, which we are. But it's one contract here, so we get a little pullback. Support test. Got a lot of down wicks here, so we're gonna get two contracts. See if we can rebound from the down action up to the highs with some of the volatility at the open, but here we go. Looks green. Nice. All right, we just covered half of that. One contract here. Got one contract left that we could be a lot more loose with if it reverses on us. We'll just cover it. But if it starts to move big, then we can make a little bit more from it as well. There we go. Market looks good. Big move up. Testing the highs here. All right, so we just covered that. Made about $25 there or so. About 25 bucks. Maybe a little bit less, but made a little bit. No lag. Okay, good. Again, if you haven't already, hit that sub button, guys. We are pushing towards... Wait, did we not have a thumbnail today? Is my thumbnail not working? No, okay, yeah, for whatever reason, okay. I was gonna say, man. All right, big reversal coming out. We're gonna short too if we break under this big support level. We haven't broken underneath it yet. If we break underneath this and hold, we're gonna short. And look, but we're bouncing right at that level, so we're gonna patiently sit back now. Got a little bearish engulfing candle just showed up. A bearish engulfing candle just showed up. Looks weak. Looks like we might break down here, but I'm going to patiently wait. What is Apple doing? Apple's looking weak. I'm going to short here. We're going to prepare to short with one contract here. We got a little cushion on the day. If we really start to break down, like I see Apple looking weak. I see Microsoft looking weak. If we really start to break down, then, you know, we can have a nice little risk reward trade. And hopefully get some nice moves. Up flat. There we go, testing that level now, right at that level we talked about earlier. I'd like to give it time to fully break under this level. We're about flat, but it's taking a little while testing this, going back down to it. Still pretty close to the opening bell, so the volatility is going to be high right now. Tested that level again. Pretty choppy so far, and remember, we might get chopped today, just be based off of the rate hike decision being this week. Getting pretty close to cutting this. The more it pushes up, the less I like it here. So, but it keeps retracting back down is the only reason we're in it. Still, either way, it's a small trade, and we already had a green trade on the day. So we can let it work into that. All right, there we go. Let's see if the flush happens. That looks like a weak sign. Let's see if the breakdown happens. Apple started to test lows too. What's Tesla doing though? That's the real question here. Tesla's looking pretty weak too. We break the top of this candle, we'll cover it. Yeah, we gotta just cut it, man. Maybe it reverses back down here, but too much chop. We'll just wait now. Apple's starting to bounce back up. It's at 145s currently too. So Apple looks okay. Apple just broke over 145. Yeah, so Apple dragging the market up. Yeah, what did SoFi do at the open? So yeah, there's the high of the day break. Looks like that exit was the right move. SoFi broke highs as well. Got up to 690s here. Yeah, so a lot of stuff starting to reverse. But again, it's a pretty sideways day so far for a lot of blue chips. SPY looking good though. SPY moving back up. If the SPY could hit, what's the previous close? SPY could break over 405.60s today, which is still a lot to ask from it. But it might make some good moves. We'll see. Lucid getting hammered at the open. Yeah, well, Lucid was speculative is the problem with it. Is that it was rumors. That makes there a lot of risk with that type of stuff. You know, I'm not saying it's not going to keep going up, but whenever it's that speculative, it's risky. All right, so some pullbacks now. Again, we'll see if we bounce there. That would indicate bull action, but yeah, we're gonna take. Ooh, I got 4 contracts accidentally. I didn't want 4 here. It's the second time I made this mistake. But we'll take it. I guess we'll take the 4 and try to cut quickly if it goes in my favor. Yeah, like I said, I only wanted 2, and I ended up taking 4 accidentally here. So not really what I wanted, but that's all right. There we go. Back close to break even here. There we go. Starting to get a flush. All right, we ended up taking 2 off there just to protect the trade since we took a little bit too large of size. And so we made some there, but small. And then we'll hold the 2 contracts to see if we get some more time. That way it's not the end of the world if it goes up against me and we're not super extended into it. All right, so about break even on this last little bit. I'm gonna see if it can keep breaking down here. There we go. We got a nice little correction all the way back down to these low levels here. We're going to give it time. All right, so we just took another piece of it off. Let's see where my actual P&L was there. Barely anything. Nah. A little bounce back up. Looks like it might be a neutral trade if it keeps squeezing up. Or I might short into it too. I guess I could short into it, fix my average a little bit right there. So we just added a little bit more. Kind of a flat day for me so far. Seeing if we can catch a breakdown is what we're looking for here. Consolidating now. So like I said, seeing if we can catch a breakdown. Small trade so far. We made a little bit on the way down, and if it squeezes up against us, it'll be break even, which it looks more and more likely. It's getting ready to test the highs, which I don't want to mess with. So we're going to get out. So kind of a neutral trade there. Just kind of sitting back waiting now. Yeah, so far we have this trend that we can look at. Let's draw it. There's the trend. Starting to break highs. Yeah, I could short it at the top of the range, and I might. I'll go ahead and short it here at the top, but it's going to be like a little quick trade. See if this range plays out. Yeah, they could take it. Again, that would be some big money going into Lucid, which it kind of needs. There we go. All right, we got the top of the range. See how long this trend plays out, though. Pretty close to the highs of the day, so I really don't want to get stuck in a high of the day breakout, which is looking more and more likely. Yeah, I'll cut that too. So got out pretty flat there. Lost maybe a $5 bill or something like that, but was able to avoid that high of the day breakout. Don't want to get stuck in that. It might trend back down, but I'm not going to trade against the strength anymore. Let's watch to see if it pulls back some. eBay? Yeah, I can look at eBay. eBay's up. I think eBay's a dying company, though, to be honest, long term, man. I really think it does. I think eBay dies long term because I think Amazon has destroyed it. And SPY rip it up to almost 405s here. So SPY fill in the gap a little bit on the downside. But yeah, I think eBay's a dying company, to be honest, in my personal view of it. I haven't really been watching it a ton. Looks like it's down on the year. Tesla. Yeah, Tesla's pulling a red to green move, so it's starting to come back too. And Tesla's been on a huge run lately. Get rid of that trend and see what else we got. We're gonna have to look for a pullback to attack this trend. You know, it's definitely an upward trend since earlier this morning. It's been on kind of a bull trend if you look at longer term. So we're just gonna have to wait. Too high up there for me to really want to buy it. And so we could buy a pullback, but it needs to be like a larger pullback. I use eBay. Yeah, I think eBay is more collectibles and rare stuff, and I understand that. But I think over time, you know, I just don't know about eBay, man. I just don't trust it. I think there's too much risk in it. It's not a sure thing long term, I think, in my opinion, right? And when I hold stuff long term, it needs to be sure things. Regardless of my day trading, like I've been much better at swing trading lately for sure. And one of the ways I swing trade is like I just need sure things long term, and I don't think eBay is one of them, unfortunately. I think eBay, there's just risk. I think when people look at buying something off of Amazon, they're comfortable because Amazon is so pro buyer that like they're protected on Amazon. Whenever we're talking about eBay, though, that's not the case. People get scammed constantly on eBay, and I don't know. I just think there's risks. What's red, YL? The market? I think the market's just been on a big bull run the last few weeks, and so I think over the weekend we just corrected a little bit. Doesn't necessarily mean it's over with, though. But again, like I said, we're looking for a pullback so we can attack this trend. But for now, it's sideways. Yeah, for sure. Amazon, super pro buyer, super easy to return stuff. eBay, not really, you know. I'm going to go ahead and start this one contract position, see if we can get a little bit longer term one. And if we go up a lot, then we'll add to it. Or if we pull back more, we'll add to it, I mean. I got scammed once on eBay. They did nothing, so I can agree. Yeah, I mean, that's eBay for you, man. They just don't have the support system that Amazon does. You know? That's the problem. Amazon, like I was an Amazon seller for a long time. Like when I was younger, I had like an Amazon bookstore and I would buy and sell stuff. Before it got really, really saturated, I would scan books at thrift shops and then I would sell them. And the problem with doing that, number one, right now it's saturated, but you could go like scan using, like I had a PDF Bluetooth barcode scanner that could scan books super quickly. And I would just go scan every book at a thrift store and then list it online and sell it. The problem is that that's incredibly saturated right now. You're going to run into 5 other people like you. You're not going to get that many good books. It's just going to be a struggle. That's the big number one. Number two is that you get scammers. Amazon's so pro buyer that you get scammers. You know, you get people saying, oh, I didn't receive the book, where it's like, you know, they did, but they'll claim they never received it, or they'll say, oh, it's like a perfectly pristine book. They'll say, oh, well, this page was written out, I want a refund, and they'll scam people because Amazon is so pro buyer, that Amazon doesn't care whether they're scamming them or not. They're so worried about customer service that they will refund that person the money. They'll take it out of your account and refund the person the money. And so people scam. That's why Amazon's so pro buyer that it's like that. eBay is not, and that's that's good for sellers, but it's bad for buyers. And I think over time it's going to make people stop using eBay as much. All right, we're going to take 2 contracts now, only because we're already up in this trade. Let's see if we can break the highs again. Yeah, for sure. They definitely do that, Shane. They will definitely sell the same product as you. Well, Amazon FBA is just a big scammers marketplace, though. Like, the reality of it is, Amazon FBA is like, it's kind of let me think of the easiest way to put this. Like, Amazon FBA, the margins are not good, but you got a bunch of people trying to, make millions from it, where it's like, it's not just Amazon FBA is just not like that. Yeah, we're just getting chopped out right now in most stuff here. But no, so Amazon FBA, the problem is that people make more money selling courses on how to do Amazon FBA than people do actually selling on Amazon FBA. That's the main problem with it. All right, so we're getting some big breakdowns here. I'm going to buy it towards the bottom of this trend here, and it looks like that was the bad move because we are getting a big breakdown. All right, that's better. But yeah, the problem is people make so much money from Amazon selling courses on Amazon FBA than they actually do from Amazon FBA themselves. That's the real risk, and the problem is that the margins are not good. You can go to a website like flippa.com and see people selling their Amazon FBA businesses and look to see what the actual margins of those businesses are. They're usually not great. They're usually not great in terms of margin potential and sales. But it's like these courses promise sellers the world. They promise them that they're going to get rich quick. It's kind of like day trading, right? They promise them that they're going to get rich quick. Yeah, we're just getting big downward momentum. We had a good little start of the day, but it's the last 4 trades, just choppy neutral. We might get a breakdown, but I'm going to take my foot off the gas a little bit and just wait. But yeah, so people make more money selling courses on Amazon FBA than they do from actual Amazon FBA. And it's like they take advantage of the naive and the gullible people who are new, I'm not saying they're dumb people who fall for this, but they're people who really want to make money and they're desperate for it, right? And so then when you promise somebody like that, hey, you can make millions of dollars doing this, it's just not accurate. Like, you can, but the example I always try to give people is think about fidget spinners. If you've been around long enough, you remember when fidget spinners first came out, right? Fidget spinners cost $60, $70 a piece in some instances, like the really big ones. And so you had some Amazon sellers who tried to jump on that bandwagon and buy up a bunch of fidget spinners, right? Like thousands of fidget spinners, thinking that they're just going to make money because fidget spinners are selling. Within a couple months, fidget spinners were at every gas station. You could buy them for like $6. So all those Amazon sellers who loaded up and spent thousands or millions or whatever it was on fidget spinners, they lost everything. That's the nature of Amazon. Is that it's like the margins are not good. You might spend like $10K a month to make 2, and that's assuming that your product doesn't lose hype, and lose interest. So in the end, it's not a good margin business. Amazon can boot you anytime they want. And it's just a big risk. And again, people make more money selling courses on how to do Amazon FBA than people actually selling on Amazon FBA. And so it's like, if you think it's a business that you're going to be able to enter and just get rich from, it's not stable. The margins are terrible. And, it's not something you want to do for most people. Yeah, I mean, and that's just kind of how it goes. But it's like, again, you got a bunch of people that really want to make money, man. Like, they'll buy their courses for thousands of dollars, and their courses are just generic stuff. Like, you can find these courses content on YouTube right now for free. Like, you don't need to buy these guru courses. You can find it on YouTube for free. It's one of the beautiful things about YouTube is it's all for free right here, man. You can find just as good of a courses, if not better courses, from people who have actually done it for free. But no, there's no time limit. Yeah, I should have bought the bottom. I was right in my buy here. So I was right. I ended up drawing this trend, and it's kind of an expanding trend at this point in time if you look at it. Like, it's kind of an expanding. I think that's kind of the trend right now. But it's definitely not like an easy bull trend to attack. All right, so we're getting towards the top of that trend range again. Looks strong, man. We'll see if it breaks out to the top. All right, so we just nailed a short on the NQ here. We're going to go ahead and cut it. Yeah, got ourselves back to pretty flat on the day here. You can see we were trending down. We were down like $100. We just called it an NQ short. NQ ended up popping right back up. The S&P didn't really react to it, though. So the NQ is certainly more choppy than the S&P is right now, which is interesting. You know, maybe we could work another trend line like this. Maybe we could play with it on that end too once we get towards the top. But as we start to approach the top, we'll start to scale into another trend and see if we hold. Getting a little pop towards the top here. The only problem is how much volatility we're getting. We'll take 4 contracts here. Close to break even. See if we get a big rejection at the top of the trend line that we drew, but if not, it's not the end of the world. Like I said, we're pretty flat on the day. Not the best trend here. Market's a little bit neutral. I've been having a little bit better results from the NQ today too, but So just tapped the highs of the day again, and then it came back down. So we'll see if this downtrend continues. But we're right at the top of the trend. We'll see if the trend starts to reverse there. I want to be a little bit more loose with it and give it time. Either way, it's a small little $30 trade. How you guys doing today? You guys green or red so far this morning? We're about break even on this trade. Again, I want to see if it breaks down here. We're close. Calls up to print at 405. Yeah, the NQ starting to break down too. I don't think the SPY is necessarily following it as close today though. Green one and done. Nice, man. Small green. Green. Yeah, like I said, we might have chop today heading into the rate hike decision. You know, we are a little extended on the upside or on the downside. I mean, so we dropped pretty big overnight. So maybe that means that we move back, but we're pretty flat on the day. Aside from this, though, we might be down like $30. Tapping the high of the day, we break it, we'll cut it. Yeah, we're gonna have to get out. Oh man, I didn't want to take a long trade there, but that's all right. Still down, still pretty flat. Tesla's moving up. Tesla looks like a symmetrical triangle right now. So Tesla is looking like a symmetrical triangle. The SPY is actually holding really nicely too. You mean Friday, I'm assuming is what you mean, Derek. Yeah, it's all good, man. All right, so let's see if this trend line taps it and it rejects at this top. 27 is what we want. There we go. So yeah, that's the right trend line. We're right at the top of the trend here. All right, so we are catching an NQ pullback here, which is acting a little bit different relative to the SPY, but we've just made another 30 or 40 bucks on that. Since we can't put both charts up, we're just going to keep this one sideways. But yeah, we shorted the NQ at the NQ is just a little bit easier to target here with regards to trend. There we go. I'm waiting, trying to let the breakdown happen here. Let's see, we're in our last little trade here on this. We might cut it, break even on the rest. All right, so we're still green on this last little contract here. We had 3 contracts total. I want to see if it breaks down some more, which is starting to. You can see we're up a little bit on the trade. I'm not going to hold it through a big breakout level, though, so we'll get out there. So we made a little bit on the trade. There we go. Just making a little bit more on the NQ. You can see we're up another $15 on the rest. So just to put these trades up here, you can see 17.50, 12, 21, maybe another 40 or 50. We're very close to break even now. Just kind of going back and forth. Maybe I'll start putting the NQ up on screen. But this one, I do like the trend. So I'm going to take one contract of the micro here to see if we get a longer pullback down to the bottom of this range. And then maybe we'll switch to buying it up once we get to the bottom of this trend. Might add a little bit more if we get some signs of pullback rejection here. If we get enough in the green to make it comfortable. Yeah, all good, Derek. No worries, man. Yeah, it's going to be a slow day most of the time ahead of these Fed rate hike decisions. All right, just made some more money on the NQ, another $20 or so, maybe a little bit less than that. Still in the SPY. They're still in the E-mini here. We're adding another contract to it to make it 2. I just took half off there. Writing it down. I'll go ahead and cover that too. So we've had a nice little string of green trades here. Green, 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 green. So we are slightly green on the day. Very slightly green on the day now. So we'll take it. And again, we might short into a little pop here to see if we continue on that downward trend. So we'll add another contract to this. See if we continue on the downside here. But if it pushes up too much, we'll cut it. All right, we just made a little bit. You can see we're slightly green on the day, very slightly. We're up like $11 or whatever it is. One contract left. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I see the ascending channel. We're trying to short the top of it, see if we get the breakdowns down here to the bottom of the channel. Is that what we're looking at on the E-mini? Trying to give it time, though. I mean, I don't want to be too patient and rush out of it, but I'm also not going to hold it if it starts to break highs either. I just made a little bit more. Now we're up over 20. We're up about 25 on the day. We're also writing down this one contract here. See if we can catch the bottom of the channel is what we're looking at. Right at the bottom here. And I think I could add a little bit to this position too. We'll add 2 contracts here. See if we can get a little bit more size since we're already green in the trade. And if we end up ripping up, we'll just cut it flat now. But we got 2 contracts in here. Kind of as we thought it might be, which is kind of neutral on the day because of the rate hike decision coming out later this week. There we go. We get some breakdowns, which are kind of doing it, but it's so neutral here, man. We're just not, each candle's just not moving much. Yeah, I'm gonna cut that. Don't want to get stuck in that. Maybe it would have worked, but there we go. I just locked in another $17 profit on the NQ. Currently up about 40 on the day. You can see it's like just under 40, about 35. Right to the bottom of that trend that we drew. We'll extend this now. We could buy the dip now and see if we bounce, which we're starting to. Trade worked. And we are bouncing right at the bottom of that trend now. What's 11 minutes? We have the Dallas Fed manufacturing number coming out at 10:30, but nothing really big coming out today at all, man. Slow day. Tomorrow will be a bigger day. Tomorrow we've got some big earnings coming out, specifically we got tomorrow UPS, GM, ExxonMobil, Pfizer, McDonald's, Spotify, Caterpillar, Marathon, Phillips, a bunch of other ones. And then in terms of economic data, we got Canadian GDP, house price index. We got the CSHPI composite, the Case-Shiller tomorrow at 9. We got CB consumer confidence tomorrow at 10, Chicago PMI. So big breakdown here. We'll see if we start breaking down out of this trend. We'll see. Yeah, it's a big week for sure. I'm going to go ahead and close it down, guys. I just don't see much else that I really like this morning. So I'm going to stop trading for today, probably. If you want to check out Top Step, check out their funded account program. You can see it right here, identifying trends. I'm using Quant Tower as the platform I'm using. But again, what they do is they give you a demo. It's the best way to try out futures. I'm essentially trading the S&P 500 right here. So we're trading that trend. And you can see the trend break here. Maybe we'll get some down action. But again, if you want to try out Top Step, easiest way to get around the PDT rule. You can day trade short in futures without restriction. Top Step funds traders in futures. There's no PDT rule in futures. You can day trade in short, and it's the easiest way to get around the PDT rule. Again, Top Step funds traders in those markets. Great way to help support the channel. And again, it's a great way to test yourself and see whether you're really ready to scale up in size. They give you a demo. If you can hit their targets on the demo, base one's less than $140 a month. If you can hit the targets on their demo while following their rules, they fund you between 50 to 150K with a 90 split. Here is the link. Check them out. Great way to help support the channel. Also, check out Chart Prime here. Chart Prime, their pre-market data has been super accurate here. So, and again, I've been using candlestick momentum and all that stuff to find an edge in markets here. So here's Chart Prime. Check them out. Great way to help support the channel as well. If I put up Chart Prime here, let me move this out the way. Look at their pre-market stuff. So, like, look, so pull back to a major support or resistance here. Beautiful bounce right at that support or resistance. We got, if you zoom out here and you look at what they actually offer here, let me get that out the way. Look at these lows that Top Step literally predicts. Like, my favorite thing is to find engulfing candles and a reversal up signal. Huge bounce back up. Huge bounce back up. So finding multiple showing up, whether it's 2 hammer candles, 2 engulfing candles. Like, look at this. Same thing here, right? You see multiple showing up at once. You got 2 bullish engulfing candles, big bounce, reversal down signal, nice drop. It's called Chart Prime. Check them out. Great way to help support the channel as well. They do candlestick momentum. They show you major support or resistance areas like this, and you can see a big rejection. Again, that's just a small percentage of overall what they offer. It's called Chart Prime. Check them out. I'll post this link as well. Great way to help support the channel. We got a lot of craziness going on this week. Love you all. Y'all be safe. We'll see you guys tomorrow, bright and early. Later, team. Good luck.